Let's roll! Welcome for another month of pain. Hamburger. Biggest, dickest, Party Peter. I've got it. It's. Yeah, I'm looking for a biggest, dickest. Biggest, dickest, Party Peter.
without a team. Efforts and plans when in need. Ragtag crew from around the world. Games last fun. All aboard! Some say premiere, friend to you, a friend to all. Always with a smile, always missing out. A cup goes flying, a head hits the desk, nothing works. Oh well, woohoo! The fun wasn't had, marbles were played. It's something to enjoy, they never get old. Challenge to endeavor and the love of life. It's strategy, fighting, or adventure. Style for everyone, the center for adventure. Come on down and sit a while. Relax, chillax, and feel the vibe. Premier Duke has got to beat every game he beats if he really believes.
No, I've become a gaming wizard.
Tally ho, and off to the races!
Welcome
Not
to...
interested.
There you have it.
How do you end the stream?
All right,
Is it this one? Is it this one? One of these ends it. One.
Let's roll! Welcome to another thrilling edition of Premiere 2. Whether you like it or not, we are here for at least a couple hours.
I might pop off before then. I'm not gonna get too comfortable, I'll be honest with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man with many names, but you know him probably as Ian or as a Magic on the Blacktop basketball enthusiast. Mr. Ian Rudd, welcome back to the show.
It's a rough place out there.
How's it going?
7
bad,
months.
not bad.
I want
It's
to
been-
say I'm upset about how I spend my money, but I'll be lying.
Don't worry
Not
about that.
compete Premier Metal.
Ignore that part.
I was gonna wear my Van Gang t-shirt.
Why didn't you?
I'm a bit fat. So I got the
These
baggiest
are not
t-shirt I
fair.
own. I don't even work
Please
for this
give
company
them to
anymore,
Ian.
but
Okay. Pete, these are not for. Please give them to Ian. To be fair, Ian, I did buy you. They're saying like these bits are not for you, Pete. These are for Ian's, right? I got you a couple of sandwiches and a coffee.
yeah.
That was not bad. And you know what my trick is? I'm gonna help you out.
One was even a hot dog.
It was
I
a
like
Danish whatever. So here's what I do. The scarf is two things. One, it gives a little character, a little personality.
Yeah.
It's more obvious.
Covers your boobs.
Yes, it covers the whole thing. The whole thing is blocked. So here, you can.
Oh, appreciate
Here you
it.
go. You can have one of
Chugga
these.
chugga 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 choo choo.
Well, thank you, J Mac. But you're right. We have both. We've both been on the receiving end of. Look, I can just be honest. We've gained some weight.
The plan was to lose weight before England.
And we gained it.
And
I have to do this. I have to do this old trick where you push it out and you try to do. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. We know all the tricks.
We know all the tricks.
You know what's funny though? Once, before Pete started Premier 2, just
Did
before.
Ian just confirm a hot dog is a sandwich?
Maybe you did. Hot dog sandwich.
It kind of is. This one was.
It was more of
It was essentially like a little. What do you call it?
A sausage.
No, but it's. If you sell that as a sausage in England, you're gonna get your head chopped off.
What?
That was a Savoy at best. It's like one of those boiled sausages. It's not like a sage and onion.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever it was. Why are we talking about hot dogs? Sorry.
Well, it's okay. They're sandwiches, whatever.
I was gonna say something, but carry on.
Well, anyway, so yeah, but basically the thing is, I'm leaving for the United Kingdom. Ian is going to the United Kingdom. We're both leaving the country for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And it's time for us to get one last stream in together before you see us maybe as a live stream over in sunny UK. So
are many people coming who are watching now to your con?
Well, I think a lot of them are sleeping right now, actually, because in the UK,
Alert! The center control point is being captured.
Green tea wasted? How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna fix something. Hold on. Peter is a smelly baka. Well, we already knew that. Although, give me a second.
I remember what I was saying now. Before you started Premier 2.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember, like, maybe 3 months before you started, I think?
Uh-huh.
Or am I getting my dates mixed up? But you and I got super fit.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
We both lost like 10 kilograms.
It was amazing.
Can I show your audience a photo of you? Because this is the best you've ever looked.
No, I don't want to see it. I've already shown them before.
Okay.
I don't want to relive it, but yeah.
But we can do it. We can do it.
Not during our trip though.
No, when we're back, we can do it.
So you're saying me that it's Peter's a smelly bucket. Thank you, Green Tea, and thank you, Ziadra, as well for the resub. I do appreciate that. So you're telling me that when we get back from England, we're gonna be 5 kilos heavier.
10. At least.
No.
Well, I am, because it's all the things that I've missed and not had for 4 years.
But
these things are. You're with Chris.
Yeah, and
Chris
he's gonna be post boxing.
Nah,
he's gonna be like.
I think when you're in that fitness mindset, you can't just snap out of it that quickly.
Is that true?
I think so.
You're talking about this.
Oh
picture,
yeah, that
right?
one. Look.
Yeah.
Can people see that?
I will in a second.
Look how thin he is.
I know. I hate this. This is the that they can still hear us, but this was when I was in right before we started Magic on the Blacktop.
And this photo is taken in the infamous Premiere 1.
In Premiere 1.
Do you remember that was when they put some like fake brick on the wall to make it look more fancy, and it lasted about a week?
The green, right? The green. This is plastic. But dude, that was. I was feeling so good.
You've not cut your hair since then, I don't
No,
think.
I haven't. Yeah. And because again, the longer hair balances out the bigger tummy. It's like you're a bigger image.
I noticed when you had your operation, you were quite nervous that you'd look funny because your beard wouldn't grow back quickly.
It did not grow quickly.
It's grown very quickly, seemingly.
It's been 6 weeks.
Yeah, but
is this good for 6 weeks?
I mean, it looked like it's not too dissimilar to what it was.
Yeah,
prior
you're
to
right.
it,
You're right. But damn, that was. If I tried to wear that shirt right now, I honestly don't think I could put it on.
Well, this is sadly why I'm not wearing the Van Gang t-shirt. Because,
damn it. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know what? It's a kind of an up and down thing. You can't always be in fit.
Yeah.
Well, you can if you're dedicated and you have all those.
You can
things.
if you got your life in order. You can. Yes.
I don't want to hear I want to hear a different song. Sorry, but there we go. But like, here's what we're gonna do today. I've got 2 things. How am I doing, Green Tea? I'm doing good, man. Thank you for the raid. Thank you guys all for being here. We are checking the messages. We're picking bits and pieces.
I can see some Dr. Jelly comments.
Dr. Jelly's in there.
I know that guy.
I just got here amazed by this guy's Frenchness. I don't know if they mean you or me. I hope me, for your sake. Holy shit, it's Premiere 2. Hello, Breadcrumbs. How you doing, Giga Bread? But we can see chat, and we're going to try during the first part to read as much as we can until we get into the podcast. But Ian, we're not starting with the podcast.
Oh, we're not.
I have some other things I wanted to talk to you about.
Right.
I have my phone here. I'm going to take some notes.
Okay.
And it is my first time going to England.
It is, yeah.
So I would like you to tell me maybe 5 things that I must do in England according to Ian. This could be a place to see or a food to eat or something of that nature.
Okay, I'm worried a lot of these already have going to be covered, so I'm going to try and pick some original things.
Okay.
Because, well, one thing that has definitely been covered, but it's an essential thing, even if you don't like football, but you like football, we have to go watch a game.
Okay, so we must go to a game.
And I don't think it should be a particularly good team or well-known team. I think the more obscure... I'm going to take you to East Thurrock United FC.
East Thurrock United.
Yeah, it's my local team. Or Southend United. Anyway, but we should go watch a roots, a grassroots level football game.
Leighton Orient, can we get tickets?
Yes. I think they'll pay us to take them off their hands. Shakespeare's Globe, that's a very good one. A bit too high. Well, he is a thespian. He is a man of the arts. He's an actor.
The bard's important to me.
Yeah, so...
I feel like I would be all right with that. So, okay, we've got must go to a football match.
Must go to a football match.
Okay. Anything else? There's 4 more to go. Here, the foods I know are like, of course, we're gonna get fish and chips, pork scratchings, toad in the hole.
Yeah.
Bitters.
You need a lock-in. There you go.
Is that where they close the bar?
Nothing more British than a lock-in. So I don't know if it's still the case because I've not been back to the UK in 4 years, and I've lived in Japan for 12. But so when I used to work in a pub, right, you could only serve alcohol until 11 p.m. Even supermarkets, they close the alcohol aisles. You couldn't sell alcohol. If you're a nightclub, you have an extra license, but you can't take the alcohol outside. Anyway, a lock-in is when they get a pub. It goes past 11 p.m. and people just basically say, all right, if you're in for the night, or go home. And then it was back in the days when the police used to patrol and whatever, and a lot
they can't
stricter.
hear the rowdy people outside.
Well,
what about this? For Pete, it's more likely to be a lockout.
You might get locked out, yeah. But my sister, as you know, Peter, is just opening a pub right now, and I'd love to go there and get you barred from that one.
Well, I want to be. I appreciate
But no,
that.
I know
I want to go to
pubs.
I want to go to one where that I don't have already nepotism.
No. I know some very good pubs.
So wait,
There's one pub in particular I really want to take you.
So wait, if I go to a lock-in, are you allowed to leave?
You can. I mean, I think the whole when people talk about it, it's like this super strict. No, once you're in your image, it's not really the case. But it's just more, like I said, I don't think people would care now. But back when, the licensing laws were extremely strict and you couldn't sell alcohol, you'd lose your license. And there's always the worry that, because I worked in pubs for years, there was always the worry that someone might try and ask, and they're really, kind of an undercover police person or something like that, or underage drinkers.
How would you go about that when you go, what time's the lock-in? Is that going to get you...
Well, no, if you're a local there, you kind of know that, all right, guys, ring the bell, it means no more drinks.
I know that.
You know that. You got in trouble once.
I got in trouble with that.
But yeah, so a locking at a pub. Just, when they don't allow more people to come in, you're kind of in there for a few hours until the early hours.
So Johnny Mole mentioned they put all the receipts through the next evening? So you...
Oh, that would make sense.
You don't actually... You sell the liquor, but it doesn't get actually processed. So you're telling me tons of pubs in England, they have booming sales at 4 p.m. when they open shop.
I feel like this is probably. I feel like this was a lot more appropriate back when. I know that licensing laws somewhat changed, but I don't know, John. But I completely. That makes sense what John is saying. They would just charge and then put it through the next day so they can make money.
I do have a message from you from the True Butt Blaster.
I've been waiting to hear from
I love Ian so much, you have no idea. So there you go. You do have some fans, as few as
it's a shame, Johnny. It's a shame Johnny Mole can't join us in London.
Yes, I'm seeing him on the 8th, but you declined my invitation because you're going to embassy parties now.
I've got a party at the El Salvadorian embassy. Yes. I have, and the ambassador will be furious if I don't make it. So I'll try though.
I hesitate to ask, but I don't think I want to know.
I will try though.
But if you do have a chance afterwards, do message me, because we might be in our local Irish pub that we found where they gave us free chips last time.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, so we might go there.
Okay.
I wish I could go too. Me too, Crumbs, but you know what? Are you going to be in LA for the chess boxing event? Well, I will be probably not as well, because I know you're a East Coaster. I don't want to dox him, but I know what general area he lives in. I've been calculating should anyone cross me? No.
Well, no, because you would be the world's shittest stalker. Because you'd lose interest.
Or they'd hear me coming.
You'd fly there, you'd forget why you arrived, then I don't know what you do. But, so you're going on Friday?
Yes,
to LA.
Friday.
You're going to be in Chris's corner for his big match.
I don't know if I'm in his corner, but I'm in the building.
You're walking to the ring with him when the music's on.
I don't even know if that's happening. I hope so.
Does he know you're coming?
It's kind of a surprise.
Okay.
No. The ticket's in his name, so I assume he did know. He might have forgotten.
Okay.
But see, that's the thing. As I don't know any of my personal details of what I'm doing yet.
Okay.
At all. Like, I have zero idea.
Oh, that's it. Off the cuff. That's how Chris works.
I like that.
And
I
it all
like
comes
you know, that's
together.
where I operate better without the unknown.
Right.
So, all right, so you've got 2 down. Beans on toast, I heard, is legit good. I question that person's sanity.
I have that in Japan often.
Yeah,
You can buy Heinz now. Heinz beans.
I should do the warm-up act. If it was a dream come true, I want Chris to be standing behind me, all like, you know, they have the sweaty box. He's oiled up and like looking off in the distance, and I'm the guy who's like, my guy's a killer. He's gonna walk in there and he's gonna knock his fucking head off. I want every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And he's just standing there like, you know, that's what I wish I could do. Be his promotional man, like Don King.
And then when he gets folded in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
No, Chris is in the best shape he's ever been in, genuinely.
But if he did get folded, I'd say the fight's fixed.
Haven't like 4 people pulled out that he was meant to fight?
I don't know. I heard that the guy that was initially, the first 2 initial ones pulled out.
And then I think, who knows what's going on.
I think they got like Floyd Mayweather to fight him next. That's not fair.
That's what I'm worried about. I who knows who he's fighting now? They might have to draft in an actual boxer.
That would be such bullshit.
But he has, to be fair to him, taken this serious.
But they were scared of Chris. What do you think about that?
And that's it. That's what I think. That's what I'm suggesting. 4 people dropping out is no coincidence, I would say. But to be fair to Chris, in the 4 or 5 years I've known him, this is the most serious he's ever taken anything. So hats off to him.
I would say I'll give him some modicum of credit. He's equaling his interest that he puts into like getting a shot when it's -4 degrees Celsius, and he's like, hold those lights up, and he spends his time dicking around on the camera. But he's like cinematography and this he's taken pretty seriously. All that can happen now is the actual fight. Now, there's also the one thing that as a boxing promoter, I can see what my greatest fear is that he loses immediately in chess, because we haven't trained for that, and I don't know if he has.
Is the first round, because for those of you who don't know, it's boxing and chess, like a round of each, and I guess the theory is the more you get hit in the head, the worse you become at chess?
I think that it's like the pressure of like
it's brawn and brains, the combination.
Like,
who's the real man? But what's the first round, chess or boxing?
I don't know.
Because I
think I would go boxing first.
What if someone just beat you checkmate? What if you just knocked your king off the table?
It's over, and you're like, I guess I'm not fighting. I would say boxing first, just for the because you got to admit there's no greater excitement, and this is what, if I could give Chris any advice, you know, I'm a seasoned boxer myself. I think the biggest hurdle will be the adrenaline going into the ring and getting ready to fight before the first punch is even thrown.
But then the soothing tone of too much volcano will wash over him and just put him into a rage, I feel, and just want to batter anyone who comes near him.
I'm also afraid he'll turn around and like headbutt me for no reason, just like getting into. Anyway, but that is something where I've watched a few boxing movies. I know my things. But I am concerned, but maybe the idea is you have the lead in, and then you do the chess to kind of calm them down, and then it's like ding ding ding.
Yeah.
So my other dream would be if I could say like, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, standing foot at 5'9", what's his nickname? The King of Karage! Chris and then I'd say like, any other quarter wearing red trunks, some cunt from wherever. And then I'm like, let's get ready to rumble! Like that thing.
Yeah, you could be that guy. I don't think you'd need the mic, to be honest with you.
This was just I'm just covering the sound, actually, too.
Someone just said they thought it was Ludwig fighting Chris. No, Ludwig is the... So I think there's several fights on the bill that night.
Right? There's at least 6.
And I think Ludwig is the...
Ludwig.
I don't know who this guy is. I just heard his name several times. Ludwig?
Yes.
He's a musician.
He was a long time ago. A different guy.
He is putting on the event, right? He's the face of it. I don't think he's fighting.
He is the event coordinator.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not fighting Chris.
Okay.
He's the host, he is the mastermind, and he is quite possibly the most famous streamer on the planet. But you don't know these things.
I know you, and I know Limmy.
That is a real...
Who Johnny Mole and I watch.
Oh, there are levels to this.
We actually prefer Limmy a bit.
Somebody said, I hope Chris comes to the ring with too much volcano. I would be shocked if he didn't.
I think it's a guarantee.
It's a guarantee. There should be like, prop or parlay or not prop bets. Like, will Chris go past 3 rounds? You know, up and yes or no, like over under, or will the too much volcano be his interest thing?
Would you be allowed to bet on that? Being part of the entourage?
I would no, but I'd give you the money to bet on my behalf. I think this is why I'm not allowed in. Me and Pete Rose are banned from baseball. So, all right, will you do the Luddy dance? I will not, because I feel like I don't want to be the guy who doesn't know what he's doing. I don't want to embarrass myself too much. more than I already am. But yes, that's going to be Chris's event.
I think Chris is probably also going to wear, I'm presuming, the Dr. Jelly shorts.
I would, but sometimes they have pretty strict codes on that stuff.
The Dr. Jelly shorts violates the code.
I mean, they're very aggressively loud.
Oh,
yes.
true.
So okay, what else? Anyway, we got 2 things. Must go to a football match.
Football match.
Must attend a lock-in.
I would say.
Yes.
Are you into hiking? Not really, are you?
No.
Okay.
We're trying to gain weight. Although it might be a good idea to get 1 day of exercise in.
Yeah, so I meet up with my old boss every time I go back to the UK for at least 1 day, and we go on a little hike in Snowdonia in Wales, where your grandmother is from.
She's from Minas Tirith.
Don't know where that is, but there's a place called Kadir Idris. I'm butchering that pronunciation, but it's a really beautiful little mountain with a lake on the top of it, which is kind of cool. There's
a lake on top of the mountain.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's about an 800-meter, so nothing compared to like mountains.
Okay.
Fuji's what, 3,500, something like that. So 800 meters up and down.
We could drive there.
Not to the top of the mountain, but we could get close enough, and then we'd Snowdon.
Yeah, I didn't mean drive. I meant to the location.
I'll say it takes away from the sense of achievement a little bit if we. Yeah, Kadir. So climb a mountain. There we go. We haven't got many big ones.
We could stream that together.
Sure. I don't know how the connection will be up there. We'll give it a try.
Oh, I mean, it'll be better than France already. All right, so we got 2 more. I want a food one now. Something I gotta eat.
Can I just answer a question?
Sure,
Someone's asking
sure.
about how long did it take you guys to film the Dr. Jelly's commercials. We've done 4 of them now, and I can't remember the first one. Do you remember them? The first one was on a train. That was we literally didn't have anything to do that day apart. On that route of 60 kilometers that day, there was nothing but a train station that had a train within it, so we had to think of something to do there. So that was the birth of Dr. Jelly. The
second one was where you're pushing the button, or is that the third one?
I think the second one was in the retro museum. It was the restaurant.
Yeah. That's the one where you're pushing the button, right?
Yeah.
And third one was the hair salon.
The hair salon.
4th one was the beach or the pool.
If you remember it better than I do. If you watch the hair salon one, you'll notice maybe it's really obvious when I watch it, but when people watch it for the first time, they don't always notice. It's all done in just a regular karaoke booth, and you'll see like the karaoke like signs on the inside, like the outside, which was the scene with us or Chris walking into the salon is like the next morning, and then when you go in there, it's cleverly edited. Look like, well, it was just the inside of a regular
How
karaoke.
the sausage is made, my friends.
Anyway,
food. One thing you'd recommend. I know 10p Freddos, Toad in the Hole, pork scratchings.
Tesco meal deal you said to me the other day.
Tesco meal deal, a cheeky Nando's, spoons,
okay.
Greg's, steak and ale pie, and I know that there's going to be. I'm not going to have the congealed pig's blood.
Okay,
Black pudding.
Oh, you'd love it.
I'll have that.
Yeah,
okay.
No. Put aside what you.
The congealed pig's blood.
No, but the sausages are literally congealed.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's good. No, a Scotch egg is a good shout, but I think Pete's had one of those.
Egg, yeah.
On the egg, have you ever had a Cadbury's cream egg?
Yes.
Do they have them in the States?
The chocolate ones, the famous Cadbury's egg.
What color is the inside?
Whitish.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you do have those.
Well,
okay.
my grandmother was Welsh, so we would have all that.
Cadbury's cream eggs are good. They're okay. Let me think of a. Okay, food. I'll give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna find something very,
and then
very unique.
the last one for what I can do in England. There's one more. I mean, there's a food.
Oh, sorry, I was waiting for you to give me like food.
Yeah. There's one more thing.
Chocolate orange. You can get those.
You gave me those,
I gave Pete one.
You gave me one.
They sell them in Japan now. Terry's chocolate oranges, and PG tips and other various things too.
Terry's chocolates.
Yeah, we had.
Hannah, you're not British.
Food, because you've covered like so many things. I would say Nando's, which is.
How about a kebab, an authentic English kebab?
Well, you're currently going through a bout of food poisoning at the moment. How are you enjoying that?
All right, I think maybe that one will come to you, but we'll put question mark food. Is there any kind of location or shopping center that you think I should go to?
Yeah. So someone's saying Borough Market there. So I anticipate a day or two walking around London because we have a day between Chris's event and your event where we're in London.
But that is when we're going to be watching England play in the finals of the World Cup.
Okay, but that during the daytime, around Harrods, Knightsbridge, I will be taking Pete.
Harrods.
That's a big department store. They won't let you in. You're not going to get let in. We are going to go to Shoreditch.
Shoreditch.
Yeah, Brick Lane, Shoreditch, East London. There is
Done.
place called the Breakfast Club, which I think you'd like. Not
Breakfast Club.
different to the one in Tokyo, but
I would think so.
yeah, Brick Lane. It's just one street full of curries. It's about God knows how many just curry restaurants.
I'm in. So
really
all we got left is there any
shit.
other pub food besides pork scratchings that I? If you went there and you were.
So you're talking about pub snacks, not actual
Yeah, you were
meals.
feeling peckish.
You love that word, don't you? Well, most pubs sell crisps. Pork scratchings is
Crisps is
potato
French fries?
chips.
Oh right.
Chips.
Right.
Where they sell crisps, but pork scratchings, you literally only get them at pubs. And then normally there's big cardboard thing on the wall, and you just pull them off of that. And there's two types. There's pork scratchings, which they're like break your teeth hard, like
And there's still hair in them.
Yeah, like toenails and stuff. And there's also scampi, like fish lemon scampi ones as well. Oh, good.
Lemon scampi.
Okay.
You can put it on the board. Lemon scampi. Done. That's what we're going with. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited to. Do you think is it a vacation, right?
Yeah.
Do people go for a glug every single night? Are we going to be drinking daily, or is it like every 3 days?
Well, the lemon scampi, not scamping. That's what he does on his weekends. It's. I dare say there's not a lot to do between Christmas and New Year. Oh no, you're not there. When you leave on
27th to 28th.
But regardless, we're going to be drinking a lot.
Oh man. All right. So that was our. I'm looking forward to it. British cider is going to be amazing. I'm going to have all kinds of beers, and I honestly think I'm nervous about two things. One is that I'm a guest for 3 weeks in various places. I don't have any autonomy to do my own thing. I'm always going to be at the mercy of someone else. That always makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally. You can, but I mean, in England, obviously, you're going to be with Chris. You got his event, you got your event, you're going to be with me for a bit. But you'll have a bit of time to yourself if you want to go around and stuff.
Yeah.
It's whether or not you'll get killed.
There's a couple of surprise places and surprise things that we're doing that I can't share yet on stream, but I do think there are about 2 or 3 events in addition to the 5 you just gave me.
Yeah.
I think are going to be pretty cool stories for when I get back to,
Okay.
or post during updates in the stream and stuff like that.
Yeah. British Museum, good recommendation. Natural History Museum, fantastic.
It's just I can look at all the stolen artifacts.
Yep, there's a lot of them. Yeah, no, walking around London's brilliant. You're like if we have a day to walk around London, we can see
Cobblestones, chilly winds.
Not so much London, but
No.
certainly little villages and towns that you'll be going to. Like,
Hamlets.
just saying words now that you've heard. But you will be going to some hamlets with cobbled streets when we go to like the
Lamp
countryside part of Suffolk and Essex and Kent. You'll see that most places have lampposts. Most places in Japan have lampposts. That's how you see things at night.
Oh yeah. But they're different in London. You guys had the Industrial Revolution.
If you want like the most, you have to wear a suit. Are you bringing a suit? Okay, we're not going to do.
I can get a new one fitted while I'm in London at
What we could
Harrods.
do, which would be the most fanciest thing you've ever done, and I've done it once before because I took my grandparents there for their anniversary. We could go to the Ritz Hotel.
Wow.
And we could have the high tea if we can reserve it. Afternoon tea. You seen that? We get like the tiered tray with like cakes and things.
Yeah.
It's like the epitome of high society. If you could find a suit and have a haircut, then
Well, we almost made it.
Okay.
Maybe I can get one of those cool chapeau things
Oh, we'll just
you
go
guys
to
call it.
another-
The bill hats with the little... They're quite
the
small.
razor blades on the
Maybe I'll go shopping in Essex. All right, so yeah, I'm looking forward to like getting some derbies or some.
I'm looking forward to PremierCon. To be honest, yeah.
Me too.
I can't wait.
That's you lost Peter here. I think he actually lost me at High Society. I think.
I said epitome instead of epitome.
Yeah,
sorry.
you did epitome. I wasn't going to correct you.
No,
but-
because I started saying that as a joke because my friend always said epitome, and now I start saying that more than epitome.
I said it epitome because that's what I thought it was when I played Baldur's Gate 2.
It's epitome.
I know it's
and
epitome, but
I got to stop doing
epitome
that
of charm
because,
and grace.
Yes.
Yeah, we all have friends that we use wrong English with. Sure, buddy. High tea would be great to get the reservation under Barry Chopsticks. Could, but that would be a mistaken identity. Pete needs to get his Premier Noir fedora. So the Premier Con, there will be no fedoras, but it is going to be on the 19th. Doors open at 4, and my goal is to only have 2 or 3 beers the first 3 hours. Because I don't want to be blasted by 8.
We're doing a podcast episode, aren't we?
We are, which that I want to be blasted for. But we're doing a podcast, and I thought, we're going to have a little bit of a shout out to Nathan, who also got partnered on Twitch. Did you know that?
Congratulations.
He's not here.
Okay.
He's a partner now. He doesn't do his duties, but he got partnered on Twitch, so I think I might put a stall near the bathroom that's like a pick Nathan's little cardboard like thing.
What does that entail, being partnered? You can
He
make
thought
money
a lot,
from it.
and then he realized it's just a symbol next to your name.
But that means you can get money from it.
You can get money being affiliated, so you don't even need to be partnered. Partnered allows you certain benefits, like a badge next to your name, and a certain amount of validity that when you a badge next to your name,
Okay.
and that's about. But no, it's cool. It's a very big accomplishment. You have to average 75 concurrent viewers during your streams.
Quite a lot.
That's a lot, and I'd say that is a big. And for getting affiliated, you need to average 3, and that's a huge difference and a massive hill to climb. So props to him.
Are any other members of your community also reached that?
Yeah,
that
RP
level?
Genius Mo, the guy who we do fighting with. You know that guy?
Oh yeah,
RP Genius.
yeah. Okay.
And there are others like Kudokin. He's a partner, and okay, he's a good friend.
He's a nice guy, I'm sure.
Josh in Japan is a partner.
I know Josh.
Dog VA is a partner.
I know Sea Dog.
Yeah.
What about the big
Ali
guns?
90,
What about the
she's-
big guns?
Sounds like it's a rough place out there.
It is a hard place.
What about your
Morning,
Cleveland's
Ethan Ian.
Blurknurges?
Wishing you both a lovely stream today.
Thank you very much, Erika.
Thank you.
Cleveland is getting close. He averages about 55,
Awesome.
60.
Awesome.
So speaking of, let's
like
give.
Cleveland.
I do too. He's one of the best. So shout out. I'll give him a personal shout out. Shout out. His name's hard for me to spell though. Splurknurch. Do yourself a. I misspelled it. Do yourself a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Click this name. Run. Don't walk. Click the name. Follow this man and get him what he rightfully deserves, which is a place among false kings.
And
like
I'm right
me.
in saying that Cleveland has been a very early supporter of your channel, hasn't he?
He
He's
has.
been there since the beginning, when it was just me, him, and our parents.
My mom listened.
Your mom?
No,
At the beginning?
Gypsy
Girl
Yeah, she did.
4728, I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. So Cleveland Splurknurch is there he is right there. Look at that man.
Hey, there he is.
Give him a follow. Get him that badge. There he is. But there's lots of talented streamers. The thing about partner is this.
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing about Twitch is that it doesn't promote any of their talents.
This is it. How do you find out about it? Because on YouTube, obviously,
There's a
the
recommended list.
algorithms bring things to your attention.
Yep.
But is it just word of mouth? People recommend people they watch, or
You can raid each other. Wait, that's. You
Sorted.
can send your viewers over to their channel at the
okay.
end of a stream. You can shout out people where it allows you to follow them, but you can't see them. So the hardest thing is that you're really going off of someone's like, take me at my word, you're gonna like this person. The other thing is, if you watch Dog VA and you watch Joey the Anime Man and you watch these players in Japan, my name might get recommended on one of your pages that says, hey, check this guy out.
Oh, okay.
But we're looking at situations where you're hoping that you're playing a game that people are interested in, they choose your box. It's terrible. So my point was, tons of amazing streamers don't have the partner
Oh,
badge.
of course, yeah, yeah.
That's the big...
And I imagine, sorry for my absolute lack of knowledge, but I imagine trying to become partnered on Twitch now compared to pre-pandemic, it's a different ballgame, right? Much more difficult now. A lot more people got into Twitch during the pandemic.
Yeah.
so-
Oh, yeah.
so-
Certainly. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge thing. So that was part one. I can't stop pulling at my shirt, Ian.
quite tight.
It's tight. It didn't used to be. If I have to sit like this the whole time, like a chest.
But all I can
burster-
say is enjoy America, enjoy the UK. Don't go easy on the food. We've proved to ourselves we can get skinny,
yeah, we can try.
and we'll do that when we come back.
Pete got it easy mode. Yeah, I cheated. That's how I got it easy mode. I had Chris on my side. Whose channel are you going to post the podcast? I'm sorry. Can you explain that a little bit? What do you mean, Aber? Tam? They even made it harder to become affiliate, which is partner light. So there you go.
Really?
They're just screwing everybody. All right, the next thing I wanted to ask you was a bit about footy.
Oh
Some
yeah,
football.
Can I just answer that question?
The podcast in the UK?
No, the one above it.
Yeah.
Ian, how is it like being part of Van Gang? Awful. Hate it.
You guys
Worst.
had... Okay.
Paul's alright. I like Paul, the cameraman.
Yes.
Paul's good fun.
Before I showed up, you guys were just singing and getting work done.
What a lot of people don't know is that Paul's actually a really good singer. Isn't it? Like literally been on TV singing and stuff.
He's very good. You can check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah, and it was quite soothing. But no, I love it. I genuinely enjoy it, and I look forward to our first trip. We're gonna do one.
Johnny Mo has a really cool development about that.
He's got a car.
That's too, but
Car
I mean,
gang?
a technology benefit. He does not have. Well, wait. Paul does have a YouTube channel. He hasn't updated it in several years.
No, the last video was very much in his K-Rock phase.
Yeah,
he's got the wild hair.
He does.
But he's a very talented man.
I will find it and I'll post it in the Discord though. Assuming Van Gang shirts will be compulsory at PremierCon. Not compulsory, but I honestly think this place is a bit higher society. This White Walker's Hall in Craig's Court. So I might wear a collared shirt. That's what it's called. Craig.
Yeah.
What do you guys say his name as? Craig.
Craig, I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm just laughing that the venue of PremierCon is high society.
It is.
Why not just book a pub in like Stratford or something?
Nathan did the best he could.
Okay.
Yeah, Nathan.
No,
yeah,
I'm sure they'll welcome all sorts, especially Van Gang t-shirts. I'll be wearing mine if I can lose 3 kilograms before then. Or I'll wear it as like a wrap it around have it showing on my back or something. I'll just wrap
Surely
it
it fits you.
It's been a tough few months, Pete. I've been binge eating. This, like I said, I don't even work here anymore, and this is the biggest t-shirt I've got. It's like a tent, and yeah.
Oh dear, I put it on 28. That's why it's hot.
Yeah.
All right. So the thing I was gonna ask you is after.
Sounds like it's a rough place out there.
Thank you, Ronan, for the resub, mate. I appreciate that. Really, thank you. After a few months of... after a few dozen games, how have you been enjoying the World Cup? I had back-breaking back-to-back losses for the two teams I supported.
Well, I forgot the game was on yesterday.
Shame.
Until you told me, and I happened to be online at 3 a.m.
You did. To see the penalty kick out.
But I did watch the penalty shootout. So that was a heartbreaker. We're used to that in England. That often happens.
Yeah.
But pretty shitty penalty kicks.
They were very bad. But I mean, like, in not just that game, but as a whole, are you enjoying this World Cup, or has it been lower?
I'm enjoying how well England are playing.
Yeah, they're playing quite well.
Did you hear about Raheem Sterling?
He had to go back home because of a break-in.
Broke into his house. What?
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's horrific. But no, England are actually, they're not to get too into it.
Well, that's why I asked though.
But there's no real. It's a lot of young players coming through. You don't have these. I mean, you could argue Harry Kane potentially.
Pickford.
Yeah, but these England team was always these big personalities who are great for their clubs, and then they never really got it together on the team. They were like really established players on the world scene. Whereas now it feels like there are loads of up and coming players like Jude Bellingham,
Okay.
Phil,
Hartman.
Foden.
Okay. The
and
Ox
Mason.
is who scored?
No, Jordan Henderson. Yeah, that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Henderson's cool.
But England are looking good.
They are looking good.
Times.
So now I have 3 teams that I'm trying to. So here, in my opinion, I feel like this World Cup has been kind of shit. Like in memory-wise, the group stages was not full of the kind of excitement. Way more extra time than I ever remember being in a World Cup. There'll be like 9-10 minutes per game.
Yeah.
So I feel like the fun teams remaining would be France. I'm just talking about style of play. Croatia was so boring. It was plotting and they were playing more American football touchdown passes.
They're not known for their flair, to be honest. The Croatians.
Brazil, France, England.
Yeah. Spain.
Spain you could go either way because they have a clear identity with their tiki-taka kind of style.
But that's another team of all young.
Yeah, they're very young
players.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And all the established names have all kind of moved on. The pastures new. They're grazing on a field somewhere. I don't know what they're doing, but
grazing on a field. Yeah,
they're not playing.
I think so. I don't think Portugal's a very entertaining team.
Nah.
But I think that they have a kind of. See, that's what I'm talking about. Tiki Taka can be boring to some, but I kind of respect that they stick to their style.
Brazil, we're talking about
No, we're
Spain?
talking about Spain, yeah.
Okay.
They stick to like that awful passing, 80% possession, and I kind of think it's like, at least that's their thing. The rest of the teams that are always interesting, this happens every World Cup. All the fun teams get knocked out in the first round of the knockout. You get like the All-Heart Americans or Senegal, which is like this really fun team to watch.
Well, that's often because fun doesn't always equal good.
Yeah, I know.
It means very attacking often, and they
Korea's
forget about
still
the other
in
end.
it. Korea's still in it.
No, they're not.
They lost last night?
They lost 4-1 to Brazil.
Well, that was expected. There was a fun team.
Yep.
I thought Brazil was tonight. I must have been asleep, so I'm sure that piece of shit Neymar had 13 goals. But Yeah, it's Brazil, but Brazil's a fun team too, though. Like at least they call it the beautiful game. So, but the thing is, it's like in college basketball, all it looks like now is the blue bloods are left. Every single semifinal or quarterfinals, it's all just the 8 that are like, oh, it's these guys again. Name me one cool team that's made it.
But yeah, I mean, but that goes to show the kind of. I mean, that's why they are these big names. I mean, these are the countries that have these established legacies that go on for ages. But it is refreshing, though, to see that there's a lot of youth. Like I said, England and Spain especially are really good. Like the England players that are doing really well. Phil Foden is incredible. He didn't play the first 2 games for some reason, but he, for me, is. It's a basketball podcast.
See, like people are misunderstanding. They go, yeah, Pete, that's the culture of those countries. Well, it's I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I feel like I honestly believe. Mark my words.
Yeah.
2026.
Don't say America.
No.
Okay.
But there's going to be a big shakeup in the quarterfinals.
Of what? The World Cup?
Yeah, I think 2 or 3 teams are going to get in there that are not. Their culture is only football.
Okay.
And we're going to be like, whoa. Let's go.
What kind of teams are we thinking?
I think there's going to be like one cool African team that's going to like rise up because they keep getting close every year. They get someone to like the quarter or the.
Well, Senegal would have been. They've got one of the best players in the world who wasn't playing. Sadio Mane. You know, I'm a big fan of.
So I feel like that one. I feel like I think Japan might actually break through.
Yeah.
In 4 years.
Hey, never know.
I honestly no. I think I'm putting all my money on it. Not that money over there. I need that. But and then the other one, I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I don't know, but it's gonna be a team that emerges that you're gonna be like, oh shit, they qualified. Oh shit, they've made it. Maybe like El Tri, like Mexico or something.
Well,
it's gonna be fun.
Caption that, and in 2026 when you're dead,
go to my grave and please list me the quarterfinal teams. Just believe in me. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Don't believe in it. Don't believe.
I think it's gonna be incredible. Cristiano Ronaldo's going to Saudi Arabia, I think, to play for billions in money. Is that actually confirmed? I didn't hear about that. Probably. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, losing to Croatia isn't bad. They're going to win the cup. Croatia's not going to win the cup.
No, certainly not. Someone says, "Do I follow cricket?" I don't. I'm afraid I don't really follow it at all. Do you? We go watch a cricket game. They last 3 days.
Yeah.
You have to go home by the time.
Yeah. So, Ian, I think I saw you in a Suntory ad on Facebook. Was that you, or was I dreaming?
It was me. Yeah. Did you know that?
Unbelievable.
I'm in a Suntory whiskey. So I didn't know they were on Facebook though. My old company, who I'm wearing a t-shirt of now, we'd occasionally have these projects. And there'd be some kind of miscommunication or whatever, and they would need an extra person, and I would fight tooth and nail not to be in it, but occasionally I had to be. However, the Suntory one, I'm surprised you saw it, because the one that I saw, they cut me off above the neck, which was understandable. So maybe there's another one with my head in it.
How's the football vibe in Japan right now? Well, here's the thing, Ronan. This happens of the 3 of the last World Cups. Japan has suffered devastating, heartbreaking losses. They lost on penalties 4 World Cups ago. And then last World Cup, they lost to Belgium 5 goals in the second half. Japan was up 2-0, and they lost 3-2 in the last 94th minute. Right. And then last night, they lost on pens. I think Japan is the one country well-versed to be like, yeah, shogunai ne, subarashi. They're like proud of the team, but they won't like riot in the streets.
Yeah, they certainly don't attack their players when they lose like other countries do, or like subject them to horrific abuse. But I would say that overall, I don't know if it's like this in other places in the world, but Japan, it doesn't really feel like a World Cup because the games run at either midnight or 4 a.m.
Yep.
Which means a lot of businesses aren't really promoting it that much. It's also in the winter. It's not like a summer big thing. It's also mid-season for all these other leagues, like to have a break in the middle of it. So I don't know if that's a worldwide thing or just Japan. Obviously, the time differences don't bode well for watching it in Japan, but it doesn't feel like a World Cup at all.
No, it doesn't. Last time was much more. Russia, was that in Russia last time? Yeah, it's a bit more friendly to our time zone. But there you go. That I mean, even in Shibuya Square when they won, it was exciting. And people are very proud. But I mean, like Japan is just a unique country where, in the Olympics, if they lose like a big match, the initial American feeling from where I'm from is, God damn it, we could have won. We were so close, and I can't believe this, and this. Japan, they're very good at being like, yeah, so desu ne, tanoshikatta. It was fun.
In England's got a different way as well.
Break into
smash
buildings.
up wherever you happen to be and set it on fire.
So if we are in London
Yeah.
on the 18th and they lose in
Oh,
penalties,
Christ, yeah. we need to find an underground bunker somewhere. That's all we need
so
to
I'm
do.
serious though, if they lost on penalty or like some horrific handball
Yeah.
that was like not
Oh, it's happened before.
I know.
Hand of God.
Yeah, that was against England?
Yes.
Oh my. Oh dear.
In
And
this-
what about that Lampard where he hit the post against Germany and then he
clear
dragged
goal.
it back out?
Yeah.
And then he was like, that was a
We
goal.
are the Japan of Europe in your analogy.
So do people
The
go
ground
like
quakes.
berserk and break shit?
Have you ever heard of Box Park?
No. Thank you. Wait, really quick. Born to Race 2. Thank you so much, man.
When you get the chance, Google on YouTube Box Park. It seems like a very fun atmosphere, actually. But it's a place in Croydon, which you've heard of, in London. But this place, it's an area set up for supporters to go. So they got the big screens. And everyone wears rain jackets now because the thing that made it kind of famous, I guess, 2 World Cups ago, or whenever it was that when a goal scores, everyone just goes absolutely insane. Beer just flies everywhere. So it's a
Safe now, but if
it's
they
a safe
lost
thing.
on a penalties,
I mean, people would be angry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it would be dangerous.
Okay,
but
I'm
I
looking
think people
forward
would be. You'd see a lot of people punching inanimate objects and screaming loudly, stuff like that.
I'm looking forward to it. But that was our little 1 hour intro. Did you enjoy our chit chat?
That's good fun.
Did you guys enjoy that, having Ian on? So it was more than don't answer that question
No,
truthfully.
please, yeah.
I didn't mean to set you up like that.
What I was going to say though, are you after we do a little podcast? Are you
Yeah.
playing a game today?
I don't know yet.
Are you playing something at the moment on stream, or have you just finished a
we
game?
started a game last night that's amazing.
What did you start?
Monster Sanctuary.
Okay.
You'd love it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is it an old game or
It
a
looks
recent one?
like an old game, which means it's already won my heart. It's a pixel, I'll show you like 5 seconds of it in a minute. But why? Do you have some sort of recommendation you're gonna force down the people's throats?
No. Very hostile of you. No, I was just showing an interest in your shitty channel.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought there was an ulterior motive. I thought there was.
No, I was going to ask if you were finally finished with Curse of Monkey Island. I thought you
am.
were still faffing about trying to melt the lava and the trees and something, which took you 8 hours to do. Did you figure out what part of the game?
There's one puzzle I hated.
What was that? The pulling the cork out with the teeth.
No, that one. There was 3 puzzles I genuinely struggled with that I didn't understand. 2 of them were the same problem. I didn't know that the golden pop-up tool had additional.
Oh, the actual navigational. Yeah.
I didn't know that it had a situation where some of the things can change.
So
on
mouth could be
context.
talk or
bite or
Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough.
Like that was very
That's
unusual.
dungeon trick. Yeah, I think that's something you have to learn by playing. And yeah. Okay.
And so
that's
I
it.
tried every sort of combination under the sun, but the Jimmy the Lock was the worst.
The credit card and the
Under the
crypt.
door. It's not the crypt, it's the door in the hotel.
Yeah. Oh, the far door, right?
Yeah.
And then you go in there.
That was the only time in the game
Yeah.
where I had to touch every item on the
That's part of a point-and-click adventure.
Yeah, but I felt bad. And, the other thing but there were some that I got really fast. Like, I figured out the ending of the game relatively quick.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty simple. I figured out. There was another one, though, about. I think it was mixing the medicine with the booze. Took me a bit.
Oh, to get the hangover? Oh, no, to
die.
They think you're dead, right? Put you in. Yeah, I played it about a year ago, I guess. I'm a huge Monkey Island fan.
Yeah, of course.
So I went back to it about a year ago, and it still holds up, right?
It's
Overall,
amazing.
It's a good game.
I put it under the 5-star category of like games I enjoyed streaming.
Do you prefer it to the first 2 Monkey Islands?
I prefer it. It's my second favorite all time now.
You prefer number 1 is your favorite.
Yep. And then Curse, and then LeChuck's Revenge, then the
Okay.
PC, the 4th one, Escape. I don't mind it. They have kudu jerky pretzels.
But you're gonna play Return at some point
At some
in the
point,
distant future.
yeah.
Okay.
But I need a break. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But it was tough playing it on my. Oh, we got a Kampai, which is a 3-hour redeem. So you have to. What are we toasting to?
To Monkey Island.
You got to give like a
boring.
small little speech.
Okay, to Guybrush Threepwood, the man, the legend that got me through my childhood, that shaped me into the man I am today.
Oh dear.
And the man that managed to stump Pete for the last 3 weeks. You poor bastards watching. I'm so sorry. I thought it would take a week maximum. I apologise. So, Kampai.
Kampai! That's true.
I am going to change my name. Someone suggested
Guybrush.
Premier 3.3 Wood. Yeah,
Threepwood.
So,
You don't even know his name. Okay, so and also they said that somehow they commended my attempt at voice acting the entire game, which I think was Really great. Oh, okay. You said you're doing a podcast in the UK. Was it going to be a Magic on the Blacktop? It's going to be a Magic on the Blacktop podcast. Sorry I missed that, mate. We're doing a live episode.
It's gonna be a shambles. It's
gonna be a mess.
We're gonna be drunk.
And there's gonna be the crowd interaction, and people are gonna be shouting, and the sound is weird today. It is.
That's my voice.
Well, let's see if we can figure it out. Is it you gonna give me the compile was very loud. Pete, speaking of old school point and click adventures, did you ever play Star Trek Anniversary Edition? It was awesome. I did not.
I did not. If anyone, can I recommend a point and click adventure? Because I played one recently and it was brilliant. It's a new game, but
Escape from Cadaver Dabble.
Shut up. It was a brilliant game, and it was like a great homage to the games of yesterday. It was so good. It is called, what's it called? Hobbs, the excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
The excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Check it out, it's so
Ian's
good.
recommendation.
It's like a horror
not an ad.
It's like a horror point and click game. I'm sure if you click on Steam, it'll be overwhelmingly positive as the reviews go.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've been rarely kind of an echo. You might just need to refresh. Try that. So the other thing was, there was one other thing. You guys should start a YouTube channel called Van Gang. Here's the thing. We're going to have it on the Premier 2 channel eventually. We have plans for it. When we all get back from England, we've got Paul involved. We've got Ian, we've got me, and that's the main three. That is the Van Gang, after all. There is something coming. We just need time to get the equipment and the plan, and so that you guys will absolutely love it. And I think Paul is an obviously more than capable editor. He's very good. Insane.
He edited that's the video of the cycle that we were on, the Hokkaido cycle. That was the first video, I think, that Chris has completely given someone else the freedom to do the majority of the editing.
Yeah.
Obviously, Chris was checking it back and forth. But
what a great... I mean,
Paul did an amazing
everyone
job.
you can see the comments. Everyone was like, this is really well edited.
Yeah.
Since you don't work for Tokyo Creative anymore, Ian, what are you doing now? Great question.
Not a lot, actually. I come here when Pete lets me, and I normally hang around outside his house. And, no, I'm a freelance programmer. I still do some work with Tokyo Creative, some of their technical things. But I also, not to plug, well, I'm going to plug it, sorry.
Go ahead.
I started my own little side project, which helps artists have exhibition displays in Tokyo, in cafes around Tokyo. And we have these events, and it is called Artedly. If you don't mind checking out artedly.com.
Artedly.com, it's true.
ARTEDLY.
Yep.
I also bought the
Instagram.
I also bought the Libyan domain, so if you put ARTED.LY, that works as well. I think I'm funding the Libyan regime that's done some horrific things, but hey, it looks cool on a URL, right?
For $2, you.
Oh no, it's about $100 a year.
You idiot. There's gonna be. Have you checked it? Are you sure it hasn't been taken over as a propaganda site?
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's inevitable, wasn't it? But that's what Artedly. But no, we essentially have these. I have frames in a bunch of different cafes around Tokyo, and each month we change the artwork and allow artists to have physical displays. And we also once a month have these big events where loads of photographers and artists get together, and Pete helps me very kindly behind the bar.
I've been to 4 of the 5.
Yeah.
I missed one because of the hospital.
Terrible excuse.
He has played Thimbleweed Park. He said it's very good.
Yeah, liked it.
All right, it's almost time we get into the game. You're going to stream at PremierCon? Not sure I like that idea. It's not going to be streamed. It's going to be recorded.
It's going to be like the event's finished. We all go to the car park.
No.
We got some cans. I'll bring a couple of mics and a phone.
It's going to be just a recorded episode. Good night, Hannah Habanero. You are wonderful for staying up as late as you did. See you in World of Warcraft. She's in the guild.
Oh.
That's sad. We never get our equipment, though. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be mad about World of Warcraft.
I don't know anything about World of Warcraft, but is that the Leroy Jenkins?
Yes, it is.
So I know that. Okay.
It is Leroy Jenkins. All right, so you ready to open some packs?
I am indeed.
I have my team here, and we were just talking about this a minute ago. I'm gonna start the recording now.
Okay.
And you can. I want you to. Okay, it's recording now, so I want you to add this part into later on in the podcast.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry. This season's been like when your favorite TV show there's a writer's strike and it's all bad. The storyline sucks. The actors don't know what they're doing. There seems to be little commitment and responsibility. That's season 3 of Magic on the Blacktop. Despite it being our most expensive season, cards-wise, it has our divided attention. Why do you think this is?
Well, my honest answer or my diplomatic answer?
I want to hear the honest answer. People, I mean, they've followed us for
we genuinely have. I'm not putting all the excuse on this because we've been rubbish at going into Discord and talking about things and releasing shows on time. We're recording a show today. The last one isn't online yet. It's all over the place. If you're listening to this in real time as the shows come out, it's going to be a frustrating listening experience. So would you agree with that? But we've both had health problems.
Yes.
You were in the hospital. I've been in and out of the hospital for the last 2.5 months.
We both switched careers, essentially.
Yeah.
For lack of one.
But I guess this is to say we apologise. We've been a bit all over the place actually releasing the podcast on time.
And on top of that,
Yeah.
I think a little bit we've rested on our laurels in the sense of maybe we've taken a little bit for granted. We don't remember our team names or players half the time.
I think I just drafted Eric Snow and went into cruise control. I thought my team's done. It's in the bag. But no, you're right. We're a bit more prepared today. And
yes, and,
I say we make a point from today's show onwards.
Wait, you can't make that promise when the next episode we're recording is drunk in a pub in London. How's that going to be sounding when next week
All right,
we don't
from
know?
season 4 onwards.
Yes, that's right. So I feel like remember, I'm recording everybody, but yes. I think the thing to remember is that it's not that we're not interested in it, because
I love doing this.
We do really enjoy it. But I think it was a bad confluence of other events this time, where it has conspired against us. Mainly that we're lazy bastards, but I have a feeling I'm still glad we did it, and maybe
course.
we needed this experience to, it's like when it's like when Sean Kemp got fat, but he never got back in shape. Was there anybody who had like that, like Charles Barkley? Like he got fat for a while, but then he went back to his MVP status, like his last 2 or 3 years.
Did he? I thought he just had a terrible end of his career.
Was there anybody who's gotten fat in the middle?
No, but we're going to break that.
We're going to break that rule!
Because we are both fat physically and metaphorically in the podcast terms at the moment, and next year, no, we're gonna make it work in season 4. We are buying cards for season 4. We've already established that.
We're selling my old PlayStation.
Genuinely are.
To help fund it. By the way, mods, really quick, I think there's a feature where you can pin a message to the top. I just don't know how to. Maybe Zion currently is a good comp. I don't know how to do it, but you can put a little message at the top that says, like, we're recording a podcast. That's okay. Thank you, Conk. I knew I could count on. I just remembered that. All right. So that being said, it's about time we get to the.
Well,
packs.
I just want to say, let's just say thank you to everyone who has persevered through this season so far. It's been a shambles on both the Discord. We hope that you're enjoying it, and I think that when the actual teams are fully together, I really look forward. Well, I look forward to building the remaining 4 spots we have on each.
That's right.
Filling the remaining 4 spots, playing the actual simulation, and I think we're in good shape to get that done. And then season 4,
we're not in good shape.
We'll be fine. And then season 4, like I said, we'll go back to our season 2 form of being on the ball.
You know what would motivate us? While we're in the UK, you should pick up that Scottie Pippen jersey.
Oh god.
The penalty jersey.
Oh, God. I bought that when I was 11 years old.
Well, that'll be a real shock.
Okay.
And we can do a before and after.
We'll take a photo of me wearing it. Jesus
Both of
Christ.
us. So, Pete, I was about to read that message about Pete and Ian are currently recording. Okay, so, now we're going to go back in time, like to the beginning, where we're going to talk about the intro.
You want me to put that at the end?
Not the end, but I think somewhere before we say to the packs, because I linked it right there. I said, now let's get to the packs.
Gotcha.
It's all on recording, presumably. All right, so are you ready to go?
Yep.
I have a new nickname for you, and I actually took some time to. It's
Not
just-
the sitting
quick face.
Yeah, okay.
I have that one here. That's
Okay.
that's still. I kept it because I replaced last
Okay.
week.
Let's
Okay,
hear it.
ready? All right. So hold on. I just gotta see. Is there? Yeah. How can this happen?
Disgraceful.
I just don't know how I've gained this much weight. It's shameful. I feel if I go like this the whole time, I feel like I'm leaner. All right, here we go. All right. I just can't believe I'm this fat. All right, here we go. In 5. Oh, I didn't know we were having music during that entire apology. So
It's gonna be the hardest edit. We haven't even started yet.
it's
already
okay.
the
Get
hardest
ready.
edit.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Wait, how do I start? Okay. Live from Tokyo, Japan, this is Magic on the Blacktop, the only NBA podcast where 2 lazy bastards open a pack of old NBA trading cards and draft a fantasy basketball team. My name is Peter, and with me, as always, is the Essex assassin, the British bully, the English enigma, the hospital heckler, the dork disparager, the charismatic chauffeur, the Forrest Gump faker, the grand gifter, and of course the walking wanker and sitting prickface, and the Shaq stealer, Mr. Ian Rudd.
Yeah, thank you. What a warm welcome I always get. What was the second, not the last one, the two before that again?
Walking wanker and sitting prickface.
Is that a combined one, or is that two? Because I feel there's more nicknames than shows at the moment.
Well, there's always three more nicknames, because from the very beginning, you were the Essex assassin, the British boy, English enigma.
Good point.
But I feel like the Shaq stealer is at least thematic.
I like that you voiced the question mark.
Yeah. We don't know yet. We don't know if you're going to get Shaq, but...
Well, it's exciting times because we both have 4 more players to pick. We both have 8 players on our current rosters.
Yep.
And you have used all of your all-star picks, you fool.
And to make a point of that, if this is somehow your first episode, on this particular season, the caveat is called a pauper draft, where we can only draft 3 all-stars or there's like a 3-year window, the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Only 3 all-stars per team, and the rest have to be role players to encourage team building and strategy and analysis.
And your strategy has just gone fully out the window.
Yes, I have 15 shooting guards.
Who fluttered their eyes at you? Tracy McGrady?
Yes.
Brief look in your direction.
Easy. I was infatuated.
All tactics gone out the window.
Kobe Bryant.
I don't know what I hope more. I don't know if I hope that I get Shaq
or that
you
get Shaq.
Because I'm a spiteful man, Pete, as you know. And seeing your heartbreak of you not being able to pick Shaq, because he's in one of these packs.
No, he's not. There's no guarantees.
You know that you want to put some money on the line?
I'll tell you what I put on the line.
Pete, for those watching, so obviously this is an audio podcast, but also people are watching. Pete has an insane amount of money sitting on the table. What, have you just done like a drug deal or something?
I'm about to get drugs. No. But this is called buying a house in Japan. And this
that's a lot of money, but you can't buy a house with that.
No, but it's part of the sad down payment of which
I see.
I have to. But in Japan, it's very strange. Normally, you would kind of wire it, or the bank would handle it, or something.
Yeah.
But in Japan, they make you like withdraw the money.
I say you
go to the person, and you have to like.
Yeah, there's a lot of physical money carrying. I suggest you put some of that. Let's make today's episode a bit more spicy.
Well, do you have anything to wager on your behalf? Or is this one of those things where you get a Pepsi, but if I win, you give me $3,000?
I've got this stress. Oh shit! I'm dropping. I've got this stress relieving gorilla.
That's actually my stress relieving gorilla.
But I feel like I'm going to be using it more during this show.
Can I see that? Technically, this is not supposed to be shown yet on air, but that's okay. You can do some really crazy. You can make his face quite long, but he is very. Makes me happy. But
I'll leave that with you, just in case Shaq comes up in your packs, because I think. Shall we have a quick recap of our teams?
Sure. Yes, but should I explain what the game is really quick, or do you want to do it this week?
I can give it a try because you do it every week.
Yeah, why not? You
and
give
if
it a try.
I do a really, really bad job, you'll be hearing Pete's explanation, which I'm cutting about now. Oh, God.
No, I'm kidding. No.
This is my theme tune. Put it on. Okay, let me try my best.
Go ahead.
So each week we open a pack of basketball cards. These ones here. We talk about each of the players that come up in each pack. We talk about them, what we remember about them. Some of the facts may or may not be true. Most of them aren't. And then at the end of it, Pete gets to pick a player onto his team. I get to pick a player onto my team. So after 12 weeks, we both have a team of 12 players each. Different players. We can't have the same player on each team. That's why it's very important. And that's why it's heartbreaking if a player comes up that you really, really want, but this idiot's already picked him. Now, that's happened a couple of times. What else? We've just said about the All-Stars. We can only have 3 players who are All-Stars, like the best of the best players can't all go on your team, because if they've that would just make it. The strategy kind of is.
It was fun.
A little bit. Yeah.
We had that before.
Yeah.
The first 2 seasons were like that, and it was neat. But I think it's a little bit more exciting to deal with bad or average players.
That's right. So after 12 weeks, we'll both have 2 full teams. Right now, we both have 8 players on each of our teams, and today is the 9th episode. We're picking our 9th player each. Once we have all 12, the final episodes will be a matchup, or the final couple of episodes, because we play a best of 7 series on a video game from that era. So these cards are from 2004, 2005. So we'll choose a video game, we'll build the rosters of the players that we've selected, and we will let the computer automatically I'm not going to call it AI. It's not intelligent.
No,
but
they're
the
not,
computer
they're not.
will play it, and we'll figure out what happens. So,
And you are the Essex Jammers.
we are, because the names. The very first season we played. What game was it?
NBA Live 95.
And the Jammers and the
Blockers
were two of the named, like they were two of the 4 teams that you could choose from. So whichever team you chose, it had all their banners all over the logo.
Yeah.
So it just.
So you've been the Essex Jammers for quite some time. I've been the Kansas Blockers, and you were kind enough to make, when you still cared about the show, you made logos for every team.
I know. I still made them in season 2.
And 3 as well. And then no. Anyway, and then you changed the Kansas Blockers to a volleyball team.
Yeah, well, I thought it was it fit well with your team's philosophy of not really knowing what's going on. And
Yeah, that sounds
being
right.
around. And then
but
we
this
changed it
year's
again
fun because we're both the same logo.
We're both. Well, I'm the unblockers and you're the unjammers. Or the no,
I'm the
other way around.
unblockers. You're the unjammers.
Yeah,
we
we're
both are toilet men.
Plumbers.
Plumbers.
I think is what they're is commonly what that role is referred to as. But yeah, so
it's very fun though, and I've enjoyed it. And also this year we have a special, like last year, we have a couple of the members of the community. I would be surprised if 4 of them are still making picks, but we do have a group of people who are following along, and they have their own teams. And there's a different kind of bracket, like March Madness in college basketball, where they will have to see who is the best of the amateur GMs, and the winner of that gets to play us in a one-off, the champion of our situation.
This is correct. And as we've alluded to, we have not been as on the ball this season as in other seasons. And I think it's subconsciously a clever way of filtering out who really wants it in the Sheriff 4 class. When it's just 4 people, potentially 2 left, it's a lot less games to simulate. So
well done, you've done it. So yes, that is what we're doing today. And now it's time for one of your favorite segments. Not yet, though. It's actually, we have what's going on in your life lately. Forgot about it, because the mystery player, you can do now, or you can
I'm still waiting to hear who's on your team.
Okay, yeah. All right, so heading the charge of the Kansas Blockers, Kobe Bean Bryant, Ben Wallace, and Tracy McGrady. Those are my 3 All-Stars. I have no more available picks for Shaq or Kevin Garnett or Tim Duncan. I got some shooters and a defensive.
Big Dirk Nowitzki comes up, can't have him.
Can't have him.
Big Yao Ming comes up, can't have him.
Okay. Can't have anybody. But I think I can slot McGrady in as a small forward and have Kobe as the shooting guard and Ben Wallace as the center. And then the rest of my team, Amare Stoudemire.
So your point guard?
He's my power forward at the moment.
Okay.
Manu Ginobili, Joe Johnson, Kerry Kittles, and Al Harrington.
You actually don't have a point guard, okay.
No. So I will be targeting the next 4 packs. Another big man, somewhere that I can have as a backup to Tracy McGrady just Tracy McGrady, or center, like a flex guy.
Yeah.
Or a point guard to dish the ball. So that's what I'm worried about. And that's the Kansas Blockers. But I feel like my initial starting 4 of Bryant, Wallace, McGrady, and Stoudemire, that's a pretty good starting 4.
Not bad.
Okay. How about the Essex Unjammers?
At point guard, we got the mighty Eric Snow. Also a point guard, Steve Nash. I'll let those 2 figure it out between them. Shooting guard, we've got Alan Houston and Larry Hughes, 2 great shooters. We have at small forward Grant Hill, and we've got Peja Stojakovic, maybe the best shooter in the game. Maybe him and
T-Mac?
Ray Allen, I would say, probably those 2. Who else have we got? At power forward, we got Lamar Odom, and at center we have Emeka Okafor. So while we might not have the talent of your team, I'm sure you'll agree we have the balance at this moment in time.
You do. You do have the balance, and also Emeka Okafor.
And Eric Snow.
Well, I mean, a backup point guard, he's going to play like 11 minutes, with Steve Nash in the game.
Yeah, it's not MVP Steve Nash, but I think he is maybe at the end of this season. But the video game wouldn't know.
So just out of curiosity, we usually save this, but if we're going position by position, let's see who has the edge, okay?
Yeah.
Point guard, no one. I think Nash takes that one.
He might do, yeah.
Shooting guard, I've got Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I'm quite happy. I think Larry Hughes and Alan Houston are probably low 80s. They're better than average players.
I think that you're going to get the same production out of either guy, so it's going to be a consistent performance.
I think Larry Hughes is going to be more of a slasher and Alan Houston more of a shooter.
But I'd say that I have the advantage there.
Kobe Bryant? Yeah, maybe. Potentially. Yeah. Yeah, let's agree to disagree, but I'll just say yes for the time being. All right, next, small forward. Who you got?
I got T-Mac. Tracy McGrady.
At small forward.
Yes.
Okay, well, I've got Pager Stojakovic.
I could go either way.
No, I'd go with T-Mac. However, Pager, I think, was the second highest scorer in the league the season before. T-Mac may have been the first. Okay,
yeah.
shit.
But I mean, like those,
Okay.
Those guys could either go off on a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then at power forward, I have Amari Stoudemire.
I've got Lamar Odom, so you beat me there, I think. Although, this might be just before Stat became the absolute monster he is.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we'll have to check. I reckon it's going to be close, those two.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then for my center...
Because don't forget, Lamar Odom at the Clippers was
very good.
Absolute
he
beast.
was, he did everything they needed.
Yeah, and this is prime.
Yeah,
I think this is prime Odom time. And then center, do you have one?
Ben Wallace.
Okay, yeah, you beat me there. I got Emeka Okafor, a rookie, first pick. But still, he's going to be game ratings. He's probably
the UConn legend,
a mid-70s.
Yeah,
if we're lucky. Yeah, so
it looks like, but there's still we still have another fourth of the packs to go.
Yeah,
and I'm all out of all stars.
Yeah.
So you could take some pretty big advantages here and some big swings. But I like where I'm at.
Okay.
We do not assume these players are in their prime. It is a kind of thing we need to note. So this is why we're choosing a pauper draft. So we're going to play the season out as if the video game, we picked it up at 2005 from the Blockbuster.
Exactly. So this is 2004-05 Grant Hill. This is an overall career Grant Hill. This is what the video game would anticipate he would be like. And for this Grant Hill, it's particularly bad because he just came off two full seasons worth of injuries. Yeah,
but he's still a big name, and the video games always highlight the big names.
But I'm just clarifying that, it's the opposite of what we did in season one. Season one, we picked a player, and it was the best version of that player on our teams. Now it's not. It's the 04-05 predicted versions of them.
May I have my charger?
Oh yes.
Most people have a wall charger. I use
You've got the heaviest. What is that? Is that powering your TV? I think.
It's my Mr. Mime IRL backpack.
Oh, it's the one Johnny Moles sorted out for you.
Yeah, and I think I'm ruining its battery by using it to charge my phone.
Why not just use the wall?
Because I'm too fucking lazy.
The wall, like everyone else.
I don't know where those are. Okay, shut up. All right, so now it's your time it's the mystery player time.
The reason you don't IRL stream anymore is not because your camera's fucked or anything. It's literally all your batteries are dead because you use them to charge for things like your phones. And this computer is running off one at the moment.
Yeah.
What? Mystery player? Okay.
Yeah.
So, the last mystery player, actually, it's the show that hasn't been released yet, but I'm going to do the one from the show before that, which could have been, I think, this player, but potentially one of the previous mystery players was Terry Porter, I think.
You need to cut this segment.
No, it's the best segment in the game.
Right.
So, episode 7, it was Terry Porter. I can't tell you last week's episode, A, because I don't remember it, and B, because the show's not gone out yet.
I understand. Through
our incompetence. So, you sent me the MP3 like yesterday.
I know I did. It was last night at midnight. I understand.
Okay. The previous one was Terry Porter. He was played in the league for 17 seasons and then went on to coach his hometown team. I think that was good. But anyways, that was Terry Porter. This one. Now this is by the way, for anyone who's playing the mystery player section at home, there's a couple, and they write to me on Discord and tell me the answers. If I don't reply, that doesn't mean I'm ignoring it. It means that I'm going to collate all the answers at the end of it. And then,
you already have been. You've been
keep them coming.
Yeah,
Leon, keep them sending. A fermented shrimp paste, keep sending them. Darren, keep sending them. Other people keep sending them. So this week's mystery player. This one goes out to all the people who've been listening from season 1. This player, I once pushed in front of in a McDonald's in London.
Easy.
And his wife shouted at me. I was like a 14-year-old kid. That's still a bit old to be pushing in front of people in McDonald's.
Not at McDonald's. We're all hungry.
Okay.
Easy one. And then before we jump into the packs, is there anything going on in your life? I think the next time I hear from you, it'll be in London.
Yeah.
You're going back when? 13th?
A week on Tuesday. I had an MRI scan last week. Do you want to get into that? I'm quite worried about the situation, to be honest. Is that what I should be talking about? No, happy thoughts.
Happy thoughts.
You're going to London on Friday. You're going to LA first.
I'm going to LA first.
Jet setting around the world.
I know. I'm a little worried, though, because I'm only there for 4 days, and jet lag can hit pretty hard, actually.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a whirlwind of having fun and trying to, help Chris and as our mutual friend, and try to make sure that all these events go off according to plan.
Yeah.
And then, can I spoil one little thing?
Please.
my payment for helping all these things, because I'll be helping my friend out who's a YouTube legend, first class to London.
Are you serious?
Yeah! I've never been in that before. That's the entire payment. I took it in bulk.
Does your ticket actually say first class on it?
I think it said no class, but I get to ride, because I think what I think happened was Chris got his on accident, and then he was like, well, I don't want to sit in the front all by myself. I'll bring you. And so I get to live what it's like, and who needs Harrods?
To be fair to Chris, the man has his faults. Don't we all? However, he is very generous.
He is.
Like, he's always, whenever we've helped him on projects, he does his work for charity, clearly.
Paid in full. He's a great man.
Yeah, he does. He genuinely does. He takes care of us, doesn't he? So, no, that's amazing. You're going over to LA to be in his corner, presumably, because Chris has a celebrity boxing match.
He does.
And then you two are going to hightail it over to London, where we'll meet up, I presume, at Chris's event, or maybe the day before.
Yeah, our friend is hosting a live event to meet and greet some of the people who have watched his videos.
And then I get to show you around England a little bit. And
yes,
I'm genuinely fascinated how you're going to find it. I think you'll really enjoy it. I think you'll have a good time.
And to be fair, I just want to make this clear. I am earning it. I am working these events. These are not vacations for me. I'm going to be doing everything in my capacity to make sure. Yeah, it's a first class, baby! So there's one fear I have. It's a famous Seinfeld gag, which is an old TV show back in the day.
I'm familiar with Seinfeld.
Okay, well, I didn't know if anybody else is.
Okay.
But when Elaine and Jerry go to the airport, they're flying economy.
I know exactly.
And they give one of them gets an upgrade. They say, one of yours, I'm sorry, we're overbooked on economy, but we'll give you one of you a first class seat. And Elaine's like, oh, wow. And then Jerry's like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because he's flown first class before.
Well, this is why I'm looking confused. Surely you haven't flown first class before. Okay.
Never. I've never even... I turned a left once when I was supposed to turn a right, and they immediately were like, that's the wrong way. So I peeked in. But see, my feel is that when I experience first class, how hard is it going to be for me to go back to where I belong?
Well, you're not going to have a choice. This is the thing. You would not stump up the 10 grand required to fly in the
It wasn't
future,
that much. It was not. It was. I'm just.
No, just enjoy the trip. You know, it's a once in a lifetime thing.
It is very much a once in a lifetime.
It's like a little bed you can lay down.
I have no idea. Wow. I've heard there's a bar up there. Okay. And I can go and have a martini.
Serve yourself. You're gonna get banned from airspace. It's brilliant.
What are they gonna do? Throw me out of the plane?
No, you can land and then they can say we're not going to let you go up again. You have to come back to Japan by boat or something.
I think that'd be good for me. Okay. I'll have my IRL backpack and these dead batteries. But yeah, that's the exciting thing. I really am really thankful for my mate for putting me up there.
So just as we say, we're going to be more professional, like you say, going forward. And you touched on it a minute ago. Our next episode is potentially going to be live from London after your Twitch event.
During my Twitch event.
During your Twitch event, where presumably we're both going to be quite drunk.
Very much. And it's going to be with audience. You're going to be able to hear people. Okay. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I feel like that'd be. I think for because we've rented out a pub to celebrate on my Twitch community. It's we're going to have a little meet and greet, right?
Yeah.
And it's from 4 p.m. to 11. And I feel like, and this is our little podcast called Magic on the Blacktop, right? Mm-hmm. I figure what better way to celebrate this channel than what started it all than doing a live episode of Magic on the Blacktop after we have a dozen bruisers.
But
it'll be great. All right, so are you ready to go to the packs?
Let's do it.
All right, so before that, remember, put that part that we recorded at the beginning here, where we was talking about how bad we are as human beings.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Are you ready? Okay, I just want to make sure you were standing away. If I
thought we were doing drunken. You doing this first?
I got to the packs first.
Okay, yeah.
3, 2, 1. To the packs! That's why I'm being evicted. All right. It's my favorite part of the show where we get to sideshow. Wait. Are you gonna do sideshow good, Junkin? Boy, I knew you were gonna do scissors. Why did I second guess it?
I get into your head every time. I don't like being there. I'm not proud that I can get in your head. It's a horrible place to be. There's ungodly thoughts in there, but I manage to do it most weeks, as you've seen there, folks. Okay. Okay.
Where's my stress?
What does it mean? I get to pick one?
You get to pick the first pack, and you get to choose who reads their cards first.
It's between these two. This one feels...
a lot of head to be stuck in. I don't like that comment. Is that the one that... I want you guys to know, the true faithful, Ian was... I'm not going to fall for your tricks. he was sizing up which pack was the thickest because you're looking for like inserts and weird stuff.
Well, that's a good thing for you because I can't. Where's my little folder? I brought a little folder with me today. So all of the core cards that we've had in these, all of the inserts, I brought a little folder to keep them all nice. Look at that. These are all the kind of the rare ones. And as you can see here, people watching at home, and for people listening, we'll post a photo somewhere. This one, you can see this is a card with a player called Yao Ming, and that's part of his warm-up jersey, actually, in the card. So it's a thicker card. So I was just feeling which one might have another warm-up jersey. But the thing is, if that was in my pack, I couldn't pick him because we've said from the beginning, insert cards are out. So it'd be a bad thing to pick a thick one.
I understand, and I don't care. So the question is, do you want your player to be read first or second?
I'm reading yours first.
All right, I'll put this down. Before you do that, I'm gonna get a little drink.
Okay.
So don't look at all the cards. Do you need anything, Ian?
No, I'm good, thank you. Got my stress gorilla.
I'm also gonna check on Kupo really quick.
Okay.
Because I had the heated blanket on.
Hi chat, it's just me. This is the bubblegum that put Pete in the hospital for 2.5 weeks. I don't know. I think I've mentioned it before, but maybe not to anyone who's watching now. I don't know about how you guys grew up, but when you chew chewing gum, especially if it's chewing gum from an 18-year-old pack of cards, would you swallow it? I personally wouldn't. He did, and that's why he was in. I chewed it before. I didn't swallow it. I chewed it, and then he said when he swallowed it, he remembered it breaking into 2 separate parts and went into his stomach. And then literally 3 days later, he was in the hospital and they found these things in his stomach. So I genuinely think that was this. It wasn't the appendix at all. It was this. He is American. He is indeed. You don't swallow gum. What the hell? I know. What? I've said it before. What feral, animalistic upbringing did he have? They thought you eat these things. But yeah, these packs of cards, they're 18 years old. They really are. It smells really good, the gum, but absolutely wouldn't recommend eating it. Some of them come with, tattoos as well. They might do more damage than the gum if you was to put one on, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. But yeah, some of these, they all have kind of insert cards. I can't look for these cards because we have to do them one at a time, but hopefully we'll have some cool insert ones. My favourite ones, because this pack of cards, they're not just any basketball cards. They're a tie-in with a company called Bazooka, who made these comics and stuff. And check out these ones. I keep these in a little folder because they're so cool. They're like these like hand-drawn little comic ones. So my plan is to, and I already did it for one, is to scan them and then put them in Illustrator and make them all nice and vectory and then print some posters. Oh. And then you can decorate your new house.
By the way, I would like that. And you know, one of the other things I'm doing, tell me if this is a good idea. But see, like in the camera right now, where there's like the background, the ceiling thing above us. Yeah. I'm gonna get some of those Matsuri red lanterns.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have like if there's a local one in Japan, they often put the company that helped. Yeah. I want to get one of all the people who've helped like the channel.
Oh, that's a good idea.
In katakana.
That's a good idea.
You're on there.
Oh god.
I could have our
terrible idea.
in katakana. That'd be cool, right?
You turn it into Pete's Tokyo Tavern, essentially.
Fair play.
Wabi Sabi Pete.
Wabi Sabi Pete. All right, so let me see my first card, and if it's Shaquille O'Neal, I'm ending the show.
It is not Shaquille O'Neal.
Good. It's a point guard.
It is not a point guard.
All right, let's see what we got.
This guy was in the league for a while, I remember. Are you familiar with?
Yeah.
James Posey.
Yeah, I remember James Posey. Was he well, I'm not going to guess what team he was on, but I thought he played for the Lakers for a bit.
I don't think he did.
Okay. Well,
he might have done.
Well,
yeah, he could have done. Who knows? He wore a headband. You like your headband players?
I do like my headbands.
Is it this one? Is it which one? Meat or zombie?
It's the zombie.
Oh god. Here we go.
Ooh. You got to put it in front of the camera.
Here's James Posey wearing a headband. He is not a rookie, although that's worrying.
That is a rookie card set.
It's worrying that he's not playing in his card picture. However, he is a rookie. He's not a rookie. Bazooka fun fact: James's intrusive defense earned him nicknames. Oh, we like a nickname. Are you ready for these?
Yeah.
What's better out of these two?
Okay.
What would you prefer to be called?
Okay.
The Praying Mantis?
Nope.
Or Inspector Gadget?
Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? That's so easy.
Posey. It is James Posey.
Wait. You can even do this. Look. I have a noir filter for you. You have to describe him like you're a hard-boiled detective.
because of Inspector Gadget. Have you ever seen Inspector Gadget?
Good play. I forgot about that. I mean, he's kind of a detective.
He's got like a little dog with a helicopter on his head.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although I do like that
Thank you,
noir
yeah.
thing. I would like to. Posey was among the most improved players in the NBA in 03-04, and he continued to advance throughout the year. He ranked 6th in steals per turnover and some other things as well. Yeah, James Posey last season, 13.7 points a game. Not bad for a small/power forward.
Well. Not who I was looking for to start. I'm looking up. This time I'm going to return a little bit to this old school stuff. He did not play for the Lakers. He was a journeyman.
Well, he was at the Miami Heat for a long time. That's where I remember him. On this card, he is at the Memphis Grizzlies. Can you confirm he was a Miami Heat player?
I believe he was a Heat player. He's also an assistant coach right now for the Washington Wizards.
Oh.
So his career took a dive.
Yeah.
You don't want to be connected with them.
Maybe we saw him the other day when we went. We saw the Washington Wizards play.
Yeah, we must have seen him. I mean, like,
you had a better view.
Yeah, you might have didn't see him. You probably saw. Did you? Yeah, I saw him. We talked.
If anyone is interested in what we're talking about, listen to a show from a few weeks ago. Pete's an arsehole, essentially.
Flying first class.
I can't help but notice you're struggling opening a pack of cards there.
I was trying.
You've been trying to open them since I said James Posey.
I'm more concerned why you always dump them on the floor and then get mad at me that I have to clean them up later.
Nah, I'm just trying to get you in trouble with Yuki, you know.
Yeah, thanks. All right, are you ready? Your first player.
Yeah.
Is it the time? Oh, the gum was right in my face. All right, well, this guy, he seems to come up almost every week. Him and his buddies that we've referenced all the time. They were in movies, or they were doing cool 3-point celebrations, or they're always just hanging out in Los Angeles. I don't know what's going on, but now he's on the Trailblazers, and I think this was the era in which they were the Jailblazers.
Is this Bonzi Wells, Rasheed Wallace, or...
No. It's Darius Miles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Darius Miles hopes his breakthrough will continue in 04-05 with the momentum of a year in which he raised his monthly points per game from 7.4 January to 12.1 to 13.2 to 14.5. Thanks to hitting more than half his shots in each of these months, he finished 17th in field goal percentage. Fun fact, Darius has made numerous TV commercial and program appearances and has acted in 2 feature films. 6'9", 210, Clippers first round pick, 3rd overall. Mr. Darius Miles, what do you remember about him?
I like Darius Miles. He's very tall and wiry. He'd be a good player to have on my team. I think he would come across well in the video game. Don't look at the All-Star list. He's clearly not an All-Star. I can see what you're doing. There's no risk whatsoever of him being an All-Star.
Usually I have
when was he drafted? A couple of years before
2000.
This? Okay, he's been in the league 4 years at the Blazers now. Not bad. Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah, he's not bad at all. I mean, but like, I don't think that's...
What was his points per game last season?
10.9.
Okay, not bad. I think he would come into his own at the Clippers, perhaps.
He is a flex player at the guard forward position, so you've got some flexibility there of how you want to play him.
Yeah, I don't want to play him.
Whoa!
Oh, that whoa means my next card might be a good one.
Yours isn't. Okay,
Yours
good.
Isn't.
Well, let's get this thing started correct.
You've got Donta or Dante? How would you...
I'd say without...
It's just D-O-N-T, then the letter A. I thought Dante would be A-E.
E.
The fact that we don't know this guy's name, do you want me to carry on reading or just...
Donta.
Donta Smith.
Okay. How did he go from a cool first name to Smith?
He averaged 25.8 points a game
in
last
college.
season for SS Illinois.
Yeah.
That's a ship isn't it?
Yeah. I think they fought in... Yeah.
Okay. Fun fact. Despite leading Oldham County... I think he played football in England. Despite leading Oldham County to a 29-3 record, Donta was not highly recruited in high school.
I can't. What?
Which is a shame.
High school.
He was not highly
recruited.
I see. Which might be a fun. Is that a fun fact that your player was not even recognized as being good in high school? Smith looks to go directly from the junior college ranks to the NBA after dominating. So it wasn't even. Okay, so a player that we've not heard of. And he didn't go to an NCAA college, but would you like to draft Donta Smith?
Not really, but let's go ahead and give the people what they want. And looking at, I think you have to go a little bit. You got to go to the other side. I don't want to cross. What is wrong with you? Okay, look, I'm gonna put mine here, and then you go to the left. Yes, this is how this works. These are how cameras work. There's Darius Miles and Donta Smith.
Yeah.
Your next player is
Give it to me.
a world-class player. And I'm glad I brought up this all-star sheet.
Is he on it?
He's not on it. So you might just steal away with an excellent player. I'm going to let you take a minute to look at this list. And is there anybody, and I'm talking like first ballot Hall of Famer, legend of the game, absolutely fantastic player. Like,
if you gave me a team, would he give it away?
yes, easily. So I can't give you the team. But look at that list for like a second.
There's like 50 people on it. I mean...
And all of you can guess too. If you, like, we're talking about one of the best players of the recent modern era, especially coming into his own in 04-05. Maybe a little young.
This is actually the music that loops on my head, so it kind of mellows me out a bit when you balance it out with the real. Okay, I don't know. That's 50 players. What do you? Reggie Miller? No, he's on there and he's old. No, he's not on there. I don't know. Who does he play for or position?
He is a guard. I would say more of a slasher. Shooting guard type.
I'm gonna need more. College.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, it doesn't say on these, does it?
Well, I'm trying to remember. I think it was Marquette.
Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade.
Oh, really?
Was I right?
You
Marquette.
were.
Hey, I know basketball. Come on now. I'm good at basketball. I know what the. It's not AI because AI almost certainly was an all-star.
Oh, absolutely.
You have Dwayne Wade.
Ooh.
He is drafted in 03, so 5th overall. So you're looking at somebody who's maybe pretty young.
Yeah.
Still, Wade quickly put himself on the path to stardom. They're already saying stardom in 03-04 as he was the 3rd in Got Milk, NBA Rookie of the Year balloting. I had a question.
You're like Ron Burgundy. If you see a question mark, you have to react to it. Okay.
At one point, he hit at least half his shots in 11 straight games, and his 3 30-point efforts tied the team's rookie record. We're looking at a 6'4" guard, amazing player, averaged 16.2 last year. As fun fact, Dwayne majored in broadcasting at Marquette. It was on there because he is interested in the field as a post-hoops career.
Well, he does. He does flirt about with the camera a bit now, doesn't he? After basketball, he's occasionally in the studio and doing stuff like that.
Would you agree with my previous assessment as a world-class player, one of the best of his generation?
I would go as far as to say Dwayne Wade is one of the best, maybe top 5, definitely top 10 shooting guards of all time in that position.
He's very, very good.
I feel he doesn't get the respect he deserves.
Well, on this podcast, he did.
Okay.
So there you go. Two big names already, Darius Miles and Dwayne Wade.
I think you mentioned it. How much did he score last season?
16.2.
Okay. You have a fun player. If it's fun you're looking for, fun is what you get.
Okay. That cool dude on the Kings who always dyed his hair.
Jason Williams?
Scott Pollard. We have different definitions of
part
fun.
of Scott Pollard is fun. No, the face of And One. Skip to my Lou.
Oh!
The point guard.
That's a point guard. We need it. He can't be on there. Come on.
You got Rafer Alston.
Rafer Alston. I'll gladly take him. What a fun player.
After being on the far end of the benches at Milwaukee and Toronto, Alston was front and center for the 03-04 Heat. He was their only player to see action in every game and ranked 8th in the NBA in threes. I thought it said 3S. Yeah, not bad, eh? Fun
that
fact.
means he was feeding Dwayne Wade.
Exactly. Fun fact. Rafer says that the 2 people he admires most are his mother, Geraldine, and Isaiah Thomas.
That's interesting.
The great thing about this guy, Rafer Alston.
God, he's so cool.
Is that there's right now on Netflix, check it out. It only came out like a month ago, I think, but there's a documentary, it came out in Japan a month ago, a documentary about the rise and fall of And One. And One was essentially these few guys, they started making these t-shirts with like slogans on it, like your game or your girl, I'm taking both, and stuff like, just really like kind of crass kind of thing, but they became huge. And then the company put out some shoes and they were struggling. And then they started filming like playground games in Rucker Park in New York. And then I think that it tied in with like one of the NBA seasons where there was like a lockout. So the season didn't start on time. And they started giving away these videos free. And it was like the best viral marketing. And Rafer Alston was one of the main players. And then, and then ended up going to the NBA. And that was a great thing about And One is all the players were given a nickname by this announcer. And there were some amazing nicknames. Do you remember any of the others?
Half Man, Half Amazing.
Brilliant.
The Professor.
Yep.
Skip to My Lou.
Yep. Hot Sauce.
Hot sauce, damn.
Yeah.
And then here's my memory of it: is that if I was to ever have a job in the NBA, or if you let me come to your basketball league, the Tokyo Senshi,
No,
I would just
never
be in the
happening.
background. This is my microphone,
Yeah.
and this is my memory of N1. Hey yo, looking at it. Hey yo, skip to my hey yo.
AO was another player.
Yeah, that's that guy in the
Yeah.
background. He was always saying like the cool hype man in the back,
Yeah.
and he had like the boombox that was like his speakers.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but check out the documentary. It's very good.
Hey yo.
Are you going to draft Rafe Alston?
I probably
we
will.
shall see.
At the starting, like what we're looking at right now, and the fact that I have literally 0.
Point guards?
Yes, that's leading the charge.
Well, it could be worse.
Well, we're not going to Dwayne Wade to Shaquille O'Neal, but we're sticking with the theme of starting with the players with the letter D. So you've got Darius Miles, Dwayne Wade, another DM, quite famous.
Darius Miles?
No.
Oh, he already came up.
Yeah. Yes. Well done. This guy, he is pretty. I remember him. He is Desmond Mason.
Okay, yeah. Good player.
Desmond Mason is a guard, 6'5", 222 pounds. Is a big lump. That's pretty big.
Big boy.
Supersonics first round pick, 17th overall. Though Mason is a starting quality player, not a good first sentence. Though he is a goods.
I'm just happy as Seattle Supersonic came up.
True,
I
my
miss that
favorite
team.
team. Me too. Though Mason is a starting quality player, he has cemented himself
To the bench.
as one of the NBA's top 6th men.
Okay, well, could be worse. Manu
Yeah,
Ginobili
wow.
is a 6th man.
Yeah. In 03-04, he was 2nd in points per game among NBA reserves. And, after the All-Star break, I choked on my spit, he tossed in 16.2 points per game, including 27 twice in his last 4 games. His fun fact, Mason was an art major at Oklahoma State, and he still draws, often in charcoal, regularly. This is what I got.
Okay. Well, what was his points last season?
14.4 game. He had 4.5 boards and 2 assists. Welcome to the club, Mr. Desmond Mason.
It could be better, could be worse. Your next one is not a pickable player, but it's my favorite type of card. As you know, it's the little comic cards.
Oh, yeah.
We got Jermaine O'Neal. He's in the doctor's office. He's in the optician's office. And he's looking at one of those charts. What are they called? Do you know those things?
Yeah, with the E, W, X, and then there's letters, yeah.
And there we go. Can you see? Do you want to paint the scene? You're good at doing
Yeah,
this.
okay. So he's covering up one eye, and he's it says J.O. on the fast track to 2010 domination. And he says, the doctor, his name is Dr. Ocular. And he says,
Cool.
I bet you like what you see. And it says Pacers, 61 wins, 21 losses, 20 points per game, 10 rebounds per game. Looks like you've got 2010 vision. It's pretty cool. So he doesn't have 2020 vision.
How do we go back? I don't remember how to go back.
It's the meat.
Okay,
He has 20. This is for you.
this is going in my little
I also
collection.
have one. And it's a famous guy that we haven't had
Oh,
come...
one of these?
Yeah, I got one as well. We haven't got one. His name's Pau Gasol.
Oh,
we
I
haven't had
know.
him come up
I
yet.
know. I love me some Pau Gasol.
It says Gasol's game growls with Spanish flavor, and it's him cooking at Memphis, and he's got all these. Oh, interesting. The ingredients are all in he's from Spain, right?
He is.
Yeah, they're all in Spanish, like defensa, rebel, cistela, and pasar. So it's like passing, rebounds. He's adding in all these ingredients.
Thank you for translating.
He said, I'm not going to do a Spanish accent. I try to put some spice in my game. I'm the sizzly grizzly. Their words. And then these two fat Americans are going, well, we like that. Well, we like that here in Memphis. And the other guy says, remember when Pepper Rogers used to coach the Memphis Showboats? This one's a bit more dated, these references. I got to show the people first.
It sounds like a lot like the what's the guy in Inscription?
Oh, yeah. the first guy,
no, the guy who's not the fisherman, the
hook. Oh yeah, that guy. No one's gonna get these references. But yes, that's what it sounds like.
Okay, brilliant. 2 more for my little collection.
There you go. So we're 2 more for your collection now.
Our collection.
Yeah. I want the poster, please.
Yeah. All right. So just to clarify, we cannot pick either of those players
Pau Gasol or Jermaine
because
O'Neal.
they were insert cards. We said from the beginning we can't have insert cards. Your next player
is
pretty good.
is point guard.
Nah,
Okay, big man.
pretty big.
What I don't need.
6'7". That's pretty
Okay,
big.
that's all right.
It's Wally Zerbiak.
Ooh, I liked Wally Zerbiak.
He had his flashes, didn't he, in the
yeah,
NBA?
he was cool, man.
Who do you remember him playing for mainly? Can you?
Was it the Timberwolves?
Yeah,
Because he had that awesome. Remember the Timberwolves, the collar? They
Yeah,
had those
yeah, yeah.
triangles.
One of my so my first ever jersey, as we discussed before, was a skin tight. Even when I was 11 years old, and I'm gonna try and put it on at your con, I guess. Was a Scottie Pippen jersey. But I think my second, because my favorite player in the NBA for a long time, from his rookie year, actually from prior to that, from when he was at college at Georgia Tech, was Stephon Marbury. I love the way he plays.
Starberry.
So I had the white for my birthday one year, because it's hard to get jerseys like in the early 90s or mid 90s.
You had to go like East Bay
in
or
the
something
UK.
like
My mum
that.
probably had to order it from America or whatever. It took 3 months to arrive. But I had a Stephon Marbury white Timberwolves with a 3. You remember the font for those with like
Yeah.
the jagged edge with the little collar? So yeah, very fond memories of those.
Damn.
Okay.
So, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Injuries.
No!
Limited Zerbiak's 0304 participation to 622 minutes. That's across the whole season.
That's really bad. It's
That's
like
not in a
4.5
game.
games. Yes, I'm aware.
But he showed he had returned in the postseason, averaging 14.8 points a game in the Western Conference Finals. The slick shooting swingman shares the franchise single-game scoring record of 44 points in 02-03. Fun fact, Wally lived in Spain until he was 3 and actually learned to speak Spanish before English.
How have I been here 10 years and I don't speak any Japanese, but he learned it
But
as
you
an
speak
infant.
good Spanish, as you just showed with
Yes.
with translating reboundo to rebound. So yeah, see, don't be hard on yourself. Okay,
I guess Spanish is just an easier language.
it comes to you naturally.
Yeah.
It's those years working at Taco Bell really helped you out. Okay,
Reboundo could have been points. You don't know that. Unfortunately, your next player cannot be drafted because he is already on my team. No, don't be disappointed. It's not Kobe Bryant or Manu Ginobili even. It is the guy I forgot to add pre-show.
Al Harrington.
Yeah.
Okay,
You got Al Harrington.
put him away.
He was good at the reboundos, but he is not going to be good in your team because he's already signed Kansas blocker.
Well,
He is a good player. He looks forward to starting in Atlanta this season after 6 years of being primarily a sixth man for the Pacers.
yeah.
Although he was second to the NBA six-man award in 03-04, he did make 15 starts with Indiana and was victorious in 12 of them. He's a one-man. It's not a team game. Fun fact, Al drove to Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals against Miami in a brand-new Rolls-Royce. That's how he'll be driving to practice. I'm not a fan of your next card, by the way. Another superstar.
I'm not a fan of one of yours either. So
Ooh,
let's
baby.
figure this out.
Well,
And it's a non-all-star, but we'll get to that.
but first, I'm going to show you guys. Let's see Wally Zerbiak.
Oh, it's a gold card.
So
It's yours a gold one.
Yeah, I've always thought Wally just looked so like unique. Okay, he's out. Al Harrington, welcome to the team. Wally Zerbiak. All right, what do we got? My next guy. Give me something good.
Not yet.
Okay.
You're getting Louis Flores. Maybe Louis, I don't know. 24 points a game last season.
Yeah, on the USS Missouri.
For Manhattan.
Another ship.
Do they have a team? Manhattan. It sounds like the
I think
SS
that might
Manhattan.
be the K-State team.
Like, it's a one-on-one tournament each, like in the like.
First to 50.
Okay, Manhattan coach Bobby Gonzalez says Louis' desire, his passion to be great is unparalleled. I reckon it's paralleled and surpassed
I think it's a
by
lot
pretty
more,
much every name we've mentioned in the pack until
Except for
this
Donta
day.
Smith, maybe.
Well, true. Despite being Manhattan's all-time leading scorer and the 0304 MAC Player of the Year, Flores got little notoriety until the Jaspers, I guess that's what they're called, the Manhattan Jaspers, reached the second round of the NCAA tournament. He started his college career at Rutgers before transferring. Yeah, that's not very good, is it?
No, that's all right. Sometimes you get some of those kind of players.
Yeah, and this is one of those times. Oh,
Which guy is he? Is he the guy guarding or is he the ball handler? Are we sure? He's the ball handler. of
Who
course, but
knows?
yeah.
It's one of the many mysteries
That's what I'm
of
saying.
Louis Flores.
All right, you ready
Louis,
for your
I
next
reckon.
guy?
Yeah.
Because yours is pretty good. And I don't see him on the list.
Is he Dwayne Wade good?
Is he dead? I was like, I don't think
A
so.
lot of them are.
I would say he's not Dwayne Wayne good, but
Dwayne Wayne.
Dwayne Wade good. Oh, I forgot to turn the camera back. I think that was probably a better experience for them, though. I feel like that was probably better. I know he was the ball handler. I was just kidding. But speaking of ball handler, this guy is quite good. That doesn't sound right. I mean, this guy's got good handles. He is quite possibly one of...
Best ball handlers.
No, he is one of the great nicknames of all time. I like it. I've always thought it was a cool nickname. Big
words.
He was a journeyman a little bit near the tail end of his career, but played iconically on a championship team full of no-names.
Oh, it might be one of my favorite all-time players, I reckon.
His name is...
Can I guess?
If you shout it into this microphone because it has an echo. Ready?
Okay.
Go!
Mr. Big Shot.
That's right.
Yeah, of course it is.
Mr. Big Shot. That's a great nickname.
He's one of my all-time favorite players. You don't like him. And I think he has some kind of allegations against him, which we don't like. But as a basketball player, I love the way he plays.
Mr. Big Shot, drafted by the... Do you know?
Detroit. Oh, no. Wait. Chauncey Billups. He was...
Chauncey Billups, yes.
Yeah, he was not drafted by Detroit.
No, he was not.
He was drafted by... It was like a... Hold on, I can picture him. It was...
3, 2, 1.
Lakers. No.
Celtics.
Oh, Celtics. That's it.
6'3", 202, the Celtics' first round 1997 pick. So you're getting a veteran here on a championship team the year before, I believe.
Wait, where is he?
He's on the Detroit Pistons.
Because after that, he went to the
Clippers.
Nuggets for a while.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so
then the Clippers.
I think he was in the league for like 40 years, I think.
Billups chalked up personal bests in scoring and assists averages in 03-04. Then he moved to another level when he was voted MVP of the NBA Finals, in which he normed 21 points per game. Is that a phrase I've never heard? Man, what do I norm? 3? He normed.
Does that mean he like normalized?
I think it was regular for him.
Presumably he scored.
We're
those
old.
points. Okay.
In which he normed 21 points per game. On February 20th versus Minnesota, he booked his second career triple-double. So he's no Jason Kidd. Fun fact, while growing up into McDonald's All-American, Chauncey's idol was Lakers great Magic Johnson, averaging 17 points per game, 6 assists, and 3.5 boards and a steal. You're looking at Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah.
Mr. Big Shot.
Whoa, that's a very good card. For a non-all-star, right?
You know, honestly, this might be my favorite picture that we have so far on a card.
It's a cool one. Why is his hand all the way up there?
Ben Wallace passed it. That's my guess. This is my good player, right?
No, it's the last one's your good one because I made the mistake of looking at the back of the cards when I had it around. I saw the name at the back. Okay, no, this one's not a good one.
Let me get my stress gorilla. He's a Blazers coach now. That's right.
He is. This guy isn't. He don't know what he's up to, but probably nothing related to basketball, considering he scored 5.9 points a game last season. Marcus Banks. Mean anything to you?
No.
No, me neither.
Played for Iowa. That's my guess.
Potentially, but right now he's playing for the Boston Celtics. He's the cousin of Ron Riley.
Don't know who that is.
Me neither. Who was a Sonic second-round pick in 1996.
Okay, wait, what was his name? Marcus Banks?
Marcus Banks. Let's find something interesting about Marcus Banks, because this card isn't going to give us anything.
Marcus Banks! He played at UNLV and Dixie State.
He was a running rebel.
Yeah, he was selected 13th pick in the first round. Is that a lottery still?
Sure. I think so.
A lot of his updates are trade alerts.
Yeah. Yeah, not...
He played in the Greek league, Panathinaikos, Athens.
Be honest, you clicked on his Wikipedia because you were hoping there's going to be some personal life section which says he either killed someone or was murdered himself. But
no, I was hoping that he would have something like...
Okay, well, nothing too interesting about Marcus Banks, unfortunately, but he provided flashes of his enormous potential as a rookie in 03-04, showing his physical offensive game and a crafty defensive one. He missed only one game and led all NBA players with at least 1,200 minutes of court time and in steals per 48 minutes. That's pretty good if you need to steal the ball. There we go. There he is.
That's
Marcus
a disappointing one. But your next player is also disappointing in that he is already on my team as well.
Well, I don't want him anyway.
He is quite possibly the best sixth man of all time.
Manu Ginobili.
Yeah.
I would have picked him.
He's a good one.
I would have picked him.
You picked him over Dwayne Wade?
Over like second year Dwayne Wade, yes. Or whatever year he's in.
No.
Come on.
Ginobili, the most freewheeling player on the efficient Spurs, is often a spark off the bench. 304, he was 7th in the NBA in SPG, shooting per game.
Steals per game.
That's what it is. 1.77 leads me to believe you're right.
No, he shot. Yeah, he shot
2 times.
Yeah, okay.
And the only player with at least 30 reserve assignments who ranked in the top 6 in points per game, assists per game, and steals per game.
Yeah.
Average 13, 4, and 5. So, I mean, like, he's a well-rounded player, but I don't know why you would take him over Dwayne Wade. Well, true. What's Marcus Banks look like? Let's take a look at this. You got to give me some more space. There you go. Cool shot for Manu.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, you have 2 of my guys infiltrating your pack this week to deny you selections. Al Harrington and Manu Ginobili. But I still think with Chauncey Billups and Dwayne Wade, you're not, you know, and you have one more player too. Who's my last guy?
Well.
If it's LeBron, I'll be really happy.
Sneaky Pete strikes again.
Who we got?
Gets bailed out in the last card.
Come on, who we got?
It's not that level.
Oh.
But you need a center, right?
I do.
It's a good center.
A good center that's not come up already? And he's not an all-star?
He's not come up. He's not an all-star. He's a rookie.
That gives me pause. A rookie center. Emeka Okafor was the best center.
Who was the other one? 1 and 2, they were drafted.
Really? What year was this?
Currently playing in the Taiwanese league and doing ridiculous things there. You got Dwight Howard.
Whoa! Dwight Howard showed up?
Here he is. The how do you say that word? Consensus?
Consensus?
Consensus.
Do you want it in Spanish or English?
Consensiados?
Yeah, there you go. It's consensus.
The consensus pick as the nation's top high school basketball player, Howard led Atlanta's Southwest Christian Academy to the 2004 Class A Georgia State Championship. Smart, personable, and hardworking, he averaged 13.4 rebounds a game and 6.3 blocks per game as a prep. Statistics unavailable.
Well, yeah, but
because they were just like insane numbers. Okay, Bazooka fun fact: Dwight was co-president of his high school student body, as well as a member of the chorus. Does that mean he sings?
I was a member of the student body of student council, and I was
the chorus. What is the chorus?
No, okay. I was just hoping. I was diminishing what he did.
Anyway, fantastic rookie card, smoke machine, and everything.
I don't know though.
Smoke machine in full effect. It's Ray for Alston or Dwight Howard for you by the look of it, but he was very much hyped coming into it. So
was he though? He's like 19, isn't he?
Yeah, but you know, it could be worse. As a backup center, he'd be my starting center at the moment. So yeah,
he would not start over Emeka Okafor.
Yeah,
no, he would not.
They're about.
But it does give me some leverage because Ben Wallace is not the biggest guy.
Yeah,
he's more of a tenacious player.
Dwight Howard, 6'11".
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
And he's very athletic, you know, so your last player can go right next hand in hand with Darius Miles because it's his good friend Corey Maggette.
Fuck off. Go away. No, don't want to hear about him. Guys, throw him in the bin. Throw him in the bin. Maggette and Al Harrison come up every single fucking week. If you want, I'll just record a previous one of 8 options of you talking about Corey Maggette. So yeah.
We really do. What did Shaq call Dwight Howard? Superman? That's a great one.
Shaq.
Corey Bad Porn Maggette?
Yeah, see, we always say bad porn every single time. Like, he's come up 3/4 of these packs have got Corey Maggette cards in them.
Corey admits to often sleeping on the couch of Clifford TV.
Yeah. And then I tell the anecdote about I've got a McDonald's All-American High School jersey. It may actually be his because it's big enough to be. So let's.
All right. So
can we make an agreement? If a Corey Maggette card ever comes up in any packs, we just eat it. Whoever pulls the card has to eat the card.
Sandwich between 2 old pieces of gum. I feel like that's. Oh man. Well, I'd say that this week was actually one of our better player packs, despite some of the random.
It was quite a general, consistent level. Some unknown players, no great highs, no. Couple of lows. Luis Flores.
But still, it was a lot better than it sometimes.
Yeah, pretty even.
It is
pretty even.
So I want you to read my cards. Is that all right?
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a little Spanish flair with mine.
I'm just checking. You didn't have any All Stars. I think you did.
I do not.
Okay.
Are you ready? This is my little, since reboundó and assista.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Hey.
It's my music for this week.
Okay. Well, since we're doing this, number 1. Luis Flores. Wally Zerbiak. Try and say that in a Spanish
He
accent.
speaks it.
Marcus Banks. Dwight Howard. James Posey. Rafer Alston. Dante Smith. Because I didn't say it at the beginning, Pete, you're on the clock.
Between Rafer Alston and Dwight Howard, and as much as I like Skip to My Lou, I think I do need some depth at center, and I'm really banking on the last 3 episodes that guards are plentiful. But I really wonder if Rafer...
Stats are unavailable for Dwight Howard, of course, because I just think at high school level they probably didn't have a statistician.
who could keep track of it.
18.
I'll take a wild gamble as far as it is concerned on Dwight Howard.
You taking Dwight Howard?
Yeah, I'm going to take Dwight Howard because...
All right, stop the music because this is when a pick is made, that's where it goes.
4.5 assists. I feel like I can get that at replacement level in 3 more packs.
Yeah.
4.5 assists and 10 points per game. I feel like we could just do... And if he's already dishing it to Dwayne Wade, we might need a little bit more than that. You know what I mean? I gotta find you a song first.
So your backup center to Ben Wallace is Dwight Howard?
Yeah. So it goes.
Not bad at all.
I feel like that's not bad. And what would be? Because I can't just make fun of you this week. It's not like you have some pretty decent players. So we'll give you an old school NES theme. Are you ready? I think you'll like this.
Go for it.
Cranky's theme. No, I'm kidding. Let me find it. I had it. I had the beast. Here it is. Ready? There's your theme.
Let's do this.
The Essex Assassin?
No All-Stars in my pack either, right?
Surprisingly, no.
No All-Stars today. Okay.
You are on the clock. Corey Maggette, Bad Porn. Chauncey Billups, Mr. Big Shot. Desmond Mason, Dwayne Flash Wade, or Darius Miles. Unavailable for you this week are Al Harrington and Manu Ginobili. Who are you choosing?
Okay, well, let me look at these. It's going to be, obviously, Dwayne Wade's in the conversation. Chauncey Billups is also in the conversation. However, like I said, Dwayne Wade, it's a young Dwayne Wade.
16 a game.
It's his second year. Chauncey Billups is also 16 a game. And the other two are a bit less, so we'll get rid of them. I already have 2 very good point guards. Eric Snow and Steve Nash. I also have some good shooting guards. Who do I have?
No, you're not using... You have Larry Hughes and Al Houston.
Oh, yeah, so they're even better than my point guard. So, what do we do, chat? What do we do? Do we need a backup point guard because Steve Nash isn't going to be able to hold it down? What do we think? Or do we need Dwayne Wade?
I don't know.
As much as I love Mr. Big Shot, I've got to pick Dwayne Wade, don't I? Just for his career. As a testament to his career, I would be honoured to have Dwayne Wade on the Essex Jammers. Dwayne Wade.
There you go. Dwayne Wade for no allegations. So, there's no press talks. You don't have to answer any questions.
There's no potential of visas being denied and stuff like that.
There's no problems there. So
Okay.
you, my friend, we came away with 2 legends of the game, Dwight Howard and Dwight Howard should be on the NBA's top 50. It's ridiculous that they kept him off of the greatest 75 or whatever. There's no denying it. He is such a... if stats are your thing, go for it.
There's been a lot of good players.
But then they put guys on there like the legacy. They'll be like, Dave Carlson once drove to work in an ice truck. He's one of the greatest. And you're like, well, Dwayne Wade would absolutely destroy him in every capacity.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dwight Howard.
I am talking about Dwight Howard. Sorry,
okay.
sorry, not Dwayne Wade. Well, they both destroyed Dave Clarkson or whatever.
Dwayne Wade not being on there would be a
snubbed,
travesty.
yes.
I don't feel bad about Dwight not being on there. But
You're a fool. You're a fool. All right, so...
who are you taking off? Bill Russell?
No, but you're telling me of all of... he should have been over there. He should have been over Lillard or AD. For sure.
Are they both on there?
Yes.
Top 50? Not top 50.
Top 70, the newest top 75 thing.
Okay. Well,
And-
this is a discussion for another time.
You're right. This is only
But no, I was a big
Magic
fan of
on the Blacktop podcast.
Dwight at Orlando was good, but then he kind of tarnished his career a bit towards the end and became a bit of a prima donna, and teams just wanted to get rid of him. But it's good to see him tearing up the Taiwanese league.
Yeah,
Have you seen the highlights of that?
It's
ridiculous.
insane. He's hitting threes. He's just great.
I like him though. I do like Dwight Howard.
All right, so that concludes episode 9. So we have 3 more packs left. You still have one of your All-Stars available.
Yep.
And things are heating up, as they say in the NBA Jam. Oh, actually, I don't want to play it, but I could have played it, but we're getting close to the end of the line. I'm still looking for it though. I just want to know where it was for next time.
You know, you said when we were resting on our laurels a little bit, and we're gonna get better at that. Do you think? I don't want to.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to sit here and make you edit it out, but now you've convinced me to find it. So, but like the thing is if you guys don't know, on my Twitch channel, I often play a lot of old video games, and I have a running radio. Here we go. You ready? This is just for you.
Thank you.
Not this one.
Like it.
NBA Jam.
All right, send us home with this one, Pete.
All right. Oh, can I really? Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, baby! We had high-flying action from the left to the right. We had big shots, we had flash, and we had some real great picks today. It's a real diaper dandy. Can't believe it, baby! Who's gonna go home in a body bag? I'm thinking it's either Mr. Ian Rudd or that guy who got pushed off the boat. All right, I'll see you next week for another exciting episode of Magic on the Blacktop, baby!
This is why all your neighbors left this building. This is why you're literally the only. You and Yuki are the only residents in this entire building. But I've not heard from Dick Vitale for a while. The guy who died on a boat. I think he was dead by this point, or disappeared. I don't know, what was his name? Was it Rusty LaRue or something? No. Oh, he changed his name, didn't he?
Yeah, I forgot his name. That's why I couldn't think of it at the time.
And he dated Madonna?
He did. It was like
interesting guy, this guy.
Debut, or that's fat.
Yeah, that guy.
What's that guy's name? We're already done recording. But it was.
Oh yeah. There was a player that came up once in an early season of Magic on the Blacktop, and we just liked his name. And the more we read about him in his Wikipedia, the more bizarre it got. If someone can find him, just type NBA dated Madonna fell off boat.
Hi from Sydney. That's not his name. But hello.
Dead brother.
It has a very iconic name.
Rodman did date him, but I just had it. Fuck. It's not Manute Bol, but it's
It's not Manute Bol. No, I shouldn't.
You just search for NBA dead player. You monster. It's Bison Dele.
Bison Dele, not Javaris.
No, that's the guy who brought a gun to the locker room.
Bison Dele, that's what it was.
Can you search for Bison Dele? Because I want to know his other name now. Bison Dele. Brian Carson Williams. There he is. He's believed to have been murdered at sea by his older brother.
The board. Top board.
He was pushed over the board by the board.
There you have it. I think it's better than me saying who's going home in a body bag.
Imagine like the guy killed his brother, got away with it, but to boast that he did it, he changed his name to Over the Board.
Oh, grim indeed. That's British humor for you. At least I didn't say, or the guy who got pushed over a boat. I think we both lost that one. He did reportedly date Madonna. He played saxophone and all kinds of other instruments, but that's not about him. So, Ian, another episode done and dusted.
Yeah.
You can't tell me we're not having fun during these.
No, I don't question that we are. I fully enjoy them. I'm happy. I got two extra little cartoon cards.
I'm glad that was your takeaway. Did you guys, don't answer this truthfully, but did you enjoy another thrilling episode of Magic on the Blacktop?
No one enjoyed any part of this show, Pete, but apart from you and I.
Okay, so I'm pretty nervous tonight because I get to go meet a developer who worked on Cyberpunk 2077. They're coming through Japan and they have tasked me with entertaining them for the night.
Oh, these are CD Projekt Red people?
Well, just one, but yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of exciting.
Where are you going to take it?
To an American barbecue place. Welcome to Japan. So I feel like I screwed that one up a little bit. But I feel like it's got some good craft beers, and it's near another secret place that we really like. So
yeah, I'll be there. I'll be waiting.
Oh, that'd be awesome! Please, by all means, I would love that. So it's going to be
tonight. I'm going to come crash your party.
I would love to have backup. I usually invite like Dot Decor and More as my go-to. Like, hey man, I don't know if
Dot's a better guest.
No, but this is like before I met you. I mean, like back in the day. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Will this be streamed? Absolutely not. This is just a chance for me to go on the QT and very hush hush. What did you say about Cyberpunk? I said a lot of things, but I feel like more than anything, it's not going to be... I don't think he's very curious what I think of his game. I think it's just about talking about Japan, talking about game development, and I'll try to save the game dev talk for when you show up, and then you can say,
I'm building a point and click adventure.
Yeah, and they're like, check please.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, do you have any other things you'd like to say?
No, I'm good. I'll leave you to your channel. But
Well, when we're done, I'm done.
oh really?
Well, because I gotta leave in like an hour. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
no, I thoroughly enjoy being here. As always, it's a pleasure. Thank you, everyone. And sorry, I know people tune in for to watch Pete play video games, and it's really fun when he does that. And I feel like this can be a bit divisive because it's about basketball. People aren't used to that. But thank you so much for letting us do this on the show, because it triples, quadruples, quintuples our listenership.
I always like to show you this because, first of all, there's two worrisome signs when you're on the show.
Yes.
One, no one ever subscribes. So I feel
understandable.
Two, somehow, believe it or not, we averaged around 400 people. I never look at this during the show, right?
Right.
But they dipped a little bit during the Donta Smith segments.
I think that's Wally Zerbiak's fault, that one.
And then, but then it picks up again. So it's not like this thing where it goes straight down.
Right.
That's it. So you're carrying it.
I think you're looking at it the wrong way.
Oh, I see. It's reversed. If we go this way,
we've currently got 2 people watching.
So what's up, October's last? How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. But this is the normal part of the stream. Yeah, this is you only hurt a little bit. That's what I would argue. So you're not doing bad.
I'm glad I can contribute by blocking your subscription.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. We don't need to do a season 4 anyway. We're selling that PlayStation. But yeah, those are the analytics. This is a good show to listen to on the side for me. I don't understand anything about sports, but I can learn. Well, I hope that the main thing we always do is we end up having a laugh anyway. I'm just hanging out and stuff. So yeah.
Can I trust you?
No.
To bring these to England, or should I take them with me now?
Here's what I think you should do. Take 2 packs, and then let's see if I remember to bring my 2 packs.
Shall we just bring 2 packs? Because we might risk it. Should we pick the pack each now?
No, I mean, we can junkin over the pack. I would say take 2, and then, I don't know what, I'll take 2 as well.
Let's just bring these to England.
Take those to England, okay.
And we won't bring other ones because we're going to lose them. These 2 are coming to England.
You're way more responsible than I am.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that.
Certainly. And Yuki always does this. When I was leaving, she added like this massive box of omiyage. And I was like, I also have to pack my clothes and things. And she's like, it's fine, it's for your family. And that's sweet. But I was like, can you just mail it to them? But I have to carry this giant thing.
Do you know what happened to me?
Uh-oh.
It's not a bad thing.
Oh.
Do you know what furosatonose is?
No. Is that the fish? No.
It's not fish. It means the hometown tax program. And what it does is, this is pretty cool actually, in Japan,
I do this.
You can pay your tax in advance. There's no way you do this on your own.
Yuki does it. Yeah, Yuki does it.
You pay your tax in advance. So you know that next year my tax is based on my salary, my tax is going to be, my income tax is going to be X amount of money. You pay a chunk of it. And you can choose which part of Japan it goes to. So rather than just giving it to the government, you can say, so it might be like Ichimango saying, it might be like $150 or like $200. It's not like the whole amount, but you pay like a year in advance. You pay by credit card. And you can choose where it goes to. So it could be a town in Hokkaido. It can be a town in, a lot of people do it to their hometown, where they're from. So that area literally gets money given to them. And in exchange, these areas send you something that they're known for as a thank you.
Yep.
And then a year later, you can claim it back. So a lot of people do it. A lot of people are very organized about it. So people often do it for areas that are famous for like fruits or vegetables and
stuff.
Or meat. I'm trying to diet before going to the UK. Yeah? Do you know what turned up at my house yesterday? $150 worth of Royce chocolate. The finest chocolate known to man from Hokkaido. I thought it was coming like a year later. And then it's literally, I've got $150 worth of the best chocolate on the planet, which is why I'm not wearing the Van Gang t-shirt today.
I understand. Because, you gotta dip into some of the reserves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big chocolate guy. We always do like the grapes, like these massive muscats.
They're crazy expensive if you buy them. That's a cool system, right? You can pay, like if maybe you're from one of these little towns and you've moved to Tokyo, you can make sure a big chunk of your tax goes to support directly that local area. And then they send you a little gift for it. People essentially do it for the gifts.
Well, yeah, of course. But it is a better system than just being like, oh, fuck, tax.
More than expecting the central government to divvy it out fairly, yeah. So it's called, if you want to search it, hometown tax system, or if not, you can probably type in English, Furusato Nose.
Are you sure it's not a Jav actress that you confused it with again?
Oh, that's for us.
Be careful with how you type his recommendations.
Yeah.
So I think Ian cannot be trusted. It is a pretty cool thing. What's up, Sabbath? How you doing, man? Thank you guys for listening to all of our stupid comments today. Well, what do you think about? I'm genuine hometown Jav actress. That's what it was. Support your local.
Where my money goes, essentially.
Support your local talent. So, like, this thing when we're going to England, I am nervous.
Why?
The main reason is I'm there for 13 days. And minimum. And I have had absolutely zero instruction of what I'm doing other than the first 4 days.
Minimum. Have you not booked your return flight?
No.
You're going to be there for like 3 months.
Well, I mean, I should do that, I guess. Yeah. You're right.
Well, no, it's fine. You'll be fine. So, obviously, the first few days are going to be quite manic because you've got Chris's event. I don't like the way you're waving that. Okay. You've got Chris's event, you've got your event, and that's all London. You can do some things in London. And then, you'll be gallivanting around Kent with Chris for a while. I want to show you some parts of Essex and Suffolk. We'll go to a football game as well. And then anything you want to do, we can we'll figure it out. And
you've already told him that part of it is I'll be hanging out with you for a bit.
It's almost like Chris and I are divorced parents.
I know, and you guys are sharing custody.
And we're sharing you and Natsuki between us.
Oh, great.
And I can just imagine we're going on a road trip and me and Chris are like, you and Natsuki in the back punching each other, and I might just stay in Japan.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, God.
You don't have a return flight yet? No, I mean, why would I? I don't know, because Chris was like, you must stay for Christmas. It's a Christmas dinner, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I should be back by New Year's. He's like, why? And I was like, well, I'm married, and I might need to work. I think he forgets that. Streaming is actually my job.
Two things. Yuki would have the best New Year's of her life
if she was in
England.
Yep.
And two, you can stream in England.
I can try, yeah. It's very exciting. I'm getting a couple of SIM cards.
Just don't use your battery on your fucking charging your phones and lights and stuff.
I have two different batteries. 3, technically.
Just plug your phone into the wall. It's not that hard.
And I'm also a little concerned if I do stream in London, like, what are people going to think about me having a camera in their face and stuff like that?
I'll be alright. Well, yours is just a little clip on.
Yeah.
Fine.
The Sony Action Cam. But yeah, do IRL streams. I loved the Paris ones. Okay, well, we'll give it a go. I mean, why not? I mean, especially if we can do some of the mountain climbing or...
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would, if you're going to go to a town outside of London, ignore that last comment saying you're going to get stabbed. If you want to go to another one of my favourite cities in the UK is Cambridge.
Is it really?
Yeah, I really enjoy Cambridge. So if it's we could go to Cambridge for a day. It's not too far. And I mean, there's a million places we can go to. So we'll figure it out. It will be very fun.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to go to the United Kingdom.
Are you planning to go to Wales? Do you want to see where your grandmother's from?
I would actually like to see it, but I'm curious how far. Like, if I was like, we're taking a road trip to this lake mountain, how long would that take to drive?
To drive from where I'm based, 3-4 hours.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, it's like
England's small.
We could even van gang it.
Well, Paul's gonna be here, but we can
get him on video chat.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And he knows a lot about where he's from, because he's got.
Some punting in Cambridge. That'd be fun.
What's punting?
So, I feel like the Italian I feel like the Italian word for it is a lot more romantic. Gondolas or punts.
Gondola sounds a bit nicer.
Yeah.
3 hours west London to Cardiff.
There you go.
Van Gang UK edition. Man, I wish Paul's there, but yeah, he's not going to be back in time. Or he's not going to be there at all. But yeah, this just got back from a long walk. Looks like Ian is squeezing some scrotum.
This is
it's a gorilla.
It does look like it. It's a little stress-relieving gorilla, and it's been a godsend, to be honest with you. Let's put him here.
Let's put him back. Yeah, that's actually a secret for another thing. What's up, Monster Macho? Welcome to the channel. I guess that's it. That's the whole show. So we'll clean up this mess before Yuki gets home, and then
Is that just referring to me?
Yes. That's what we got. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Thank you to everyone who dropped us a follow. Of course, threw in some biddies and subscribed.
Thank you, everyone, for not subscribing to Pete when I'm here. I take that as a personal victory.
I find
Was there 0 subscribers?
There was 7 before we started talking.
Okay.
So I feel like you... we got a little...
Ian, why are you squeezing that scrotum? Scrotum?
There you have it.
I like Premier Scrotum. It's
we might need to make an emote of that
this is
guy.
the best thing you've ever bought. Can he?
You know, the one thing that frightened me, I'm not kidding, is I don't want to... So I bought this at Don Quixote. Right?
Yeah.
And I was talking about it while I was looking at it. I had my phone in my hand while I was talking. I go, and I named the product, and I was talking to my friend, should I buy this? It's ridiculous. We were looking for something silly to buy. And I was like, I don't know. Just talking. And I finally bought it, and I made some joke that no one buys these. Like 4.5 hours later, I was at home, and I had an advertisement for this thing show up on like Reddit scrolls. And I took a picture of it, and I was like, yo, how did that...
Yeah.
Because they would never market this towards me.
Yeah.
Unless I had been talking, and my mic on my phone. I guess it must have heard everything.
Grundle-shaped stress toys. I feel you'd be the target
Their target audience.
Way better than me.
I don't know, man. It's. Oh my god!
Let's go, Pete and Ian.
What have I done to him? Can you? Don't fix it. Put it back. Okay, he's fine. Okay.
He's not fine.
Let's go, Pete and Ian. Thank you. Is it back to normal? What did I give him a tumor?
You've given him, yeah.
Don't squeeze it. It's gonna kill it. It's not alive, I guess, but...
He's coming home with me.
Okay, well, it's fine. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's traumatized and...
His head broke!
He's...
Wait, you gotta give it some...
What have you done to his head? Hold on. That head... Sorry, I'm shit at getting these angles. There we go. Let's get him there.
The ground quakes.
He's broke! Thank you. Wait, let me see it. It used to be... Thank you very much. It used to be able to pull it and it would stay.
How did you make a giant bubble come out the side of it?
How did that...
Because you were shaking it like this.
How did...
It was close. It was genuinely close to bursting. It's just because you were doing that. Oh look!
Oh, no! Stop, please! I don't know. No! Put it back. Put it back. I don't want to see it. It looks more. Stop it. Okay. All right, we're done. We're done. It's starting. Its forehead's. It's starting to look like mine. There you have it. There, don't pop it. It's a treasure of mine. Thank you, Haro T3K. Leave him alone.
Like father, like son. There we go.
Like father, like son. All right, thank you guys very much. We're gonna send you off to. Let me look at who's streaming really quick. We've got a couple of. Oh, we talked about him earlier.
We got to do it.
We gotta go. We're gonna go say hi to our great friend, and we're gonna push him slowly and surely. We're gonna show the people why we love him. But I'm gonna give you a couple of different names really quick. We're gonna raid Kleben Splurk Nurch, but I also want to give a big shout out to the other guy I was going to do, which is Retro Island Gaming. He is a awesome dude. If you guys like, how do I spell island? Retro Island Gaming. Go make sure you check out those two people, and we will see you next time. But I am going to end it with a little special acoustic outro. You ready?
Please. Oh, it's Jeff.
It's Jeff. See you guys next time. Say bye.
Bye. Bye.
It's time for me to. He's the greatest. I've been the least most greatest. Our favorite, we are good. We're gonna play some games and chat with me and you. We never asked for this. He's come too far to quit. His bikers gotta commit. Yeah, it's from me too. Surpass your limits. Yeah, it's from me too.
I like this part right here.
Hey, you got you. Yeah, it's from me too. He's cute, ain't he?
Did it not raid?
Well, I screwed it up. The raid took longer than I thought, so we're back live again.
Oh, okay.
So now we.
No,
Now we're gone. So now we can say bye, everybody. They can still hear us for 3, 2.